Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Great day to be alive on this Thursday, live from Magoo's on the Mound. On behalf of Carbless, Liss is more. Saw the Carbless wrapped buses on the outside as we're gathering a full crowd right now, full of excitement on a Thursday, short week. The Phillies are in town, 3 o'clock game, and I'm loving the vibes.
Yeah, the vibes are on 1,000, man. I pulled up. I couldn't find a parking spot, but I was excited because I saw a whole bunch of folks in Brew Crew colors getting excited to head to American Family Field to win a series today.
I tell you what, I know kids are going back to school, and that's usually met with a little bit of like, oh, bummer, the fun's over. I feel the exact opposite. I feel like the fun is just beginning. If you're an adult, if you're a sports fan, if you're a Wisconsin sports fan, the fun is just beginning. You got the Brewers who continue to be the best team in baseball. Packers kick off this weekend. Tonight the NFL season starts. We're just getting started, boys. I'm getting chills talking about it, and I'm here for it.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe back at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios. UKBA Nation can get us, as always, at the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776, as well as watch our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Bradley, you said something very unique, very coy, I didn't know what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
So go ahead and say what you got to say.
You know
say
what?
You mean to say.
I spent very nice. I spent a minute this morning in the Hear Brad Out Lab. You know, my little dungeon that I go into where I start to just put things together.
Threw away
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I threw away. I felt maybe inspired by it. And I thought to myself,
inspired.
Every great team, maybe not every great team, most great teams, man, they got nicknames. And you got things that inspire fear into the other team. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? The Packers have had an unbelievable offseason. You got your first-round wide receiver. You got Micah Parsons. Those guys need a nickname.
What
And I came up with a nickname for Micah Parsons.
Brad, get your damn ventilator.
I got to take a hit.
Get out here taking a hit on the air, man. You can't have it.
It's just water.
That stuff ain't legal here.
I'm just saying, get it off of the stream.
Okay.
No one wants to see your ventilator.
Okay. Do I have your attention now? The ventilator is put away.
The ventilator.
Okay, the ventilator.
Gas mask.
It's not a neuralizer. That's a Men in Black, I believe.
Oh.
Anyway,
yeah.
I forget what nebulizer. That's what this thing is called. It's a nebulizer for my vocal cords. Anyway, you guys are distracting me from a great pitch. You got Matthew Golden. You got Micah Parsons. You got brand new Green Bay Packers. They need a nickname, darn it. I came up with a nickname for the two of them. Now this is multiple levels of brilliance. Okay, you ready for it? Are you ready for it? No, the two of them. Combining nicknames.
0 and 1 have a nickname.
Are you ready? Code Breakers.
You know what?
Code Breakers.
You know what?
No. Hold on. Let me give you the pitch. Code Breakers. That is going to be Micah Parsons and Matthew Golden. 0 and 1. That's their number. That's how you traditionally write code. Zeros and 1.
I get it, but I like
hold on. I'm not done yet, Kyle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not done.
Shut up.
Zeros and 1s. That's how you write code. And that's what they are. Not only that, but they are breaking the code of the Green Bay Packers. The code of conduct, if you will. Because normally it doesn't go by the code. If you're going to go by the code for the Green Bay Packers, you don't draft a wide receiver in round 1. You don't go get the best defensive player and give up loads of draft pick for it. They broke the code that is the Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons, Matthew Golden, code breakers.
So that room that you have, the dungeon, the room sucks. You need to sage it. You need to get all the bad ideas out. But though this is stupid, I like it. I do like it. And it might be because the Packers, the NFL season starts today. It might be because the Green Bay Packers are, getting ready to kick off soon. And it might be because the fact that there was a code that's being broken is the fact that they finally drafted a #1 wide receiver, and it took so long to do it.
Yep.
But in addition to that, they traded for Micah Parsons, the guy that we have been asking for so long. Not just Micah, but somebody. We talked about Trey Hendrickson. We talked about Myles Garrett. We talked about T.J. Watt. And then the guy we got was Micah Parsons. We're so excited for, and they're going to crack the code. They're going to crack the code on offense. We're having a #1 wide receiver.
Ooh, Kyle, you're hot right now, bro. You're hot.
Disruptor on the defense. So I get it, Brad. It's stupid. It's corny. But you know what? I like it.
They're going to break that Super Bowl code as well. I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
Code breakers.
Are
Matthew Golden and Micah Parsons.
Are you saying the Packers are going to the Super Bowl?
I just might be saying that, Kyle. I just might be saying
So
code
good
breakers.
Year. Where's the Super
They're
Bowl?
code breakers.
Santa Clara? Is that where the Super Bowl at?
Yeah.
We
10-year anniversary from the Super Bowl that I played
I'm going
in.
to California, baby. I'm going to Cali. That's not it.
How about we all watch game one? I mean, like, I know we're giddy.
What do you think of
Right.
code breakers, though?
I don't really understand it.
Oh, come on.
You're breaking the code. You're cracking the code.
You
1 and 0 are codes.
You know, like digitally, you have to like write code, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's written traditionally in zeros and ones. And Matthew Golden and Micah Parsons are 0 and 1.
I know that.
And they're breaking the code of conduct that the Green Bay Packers would normally go by. Right? You don't draft a wide receiver in round 1. You don't give up first-round draft pick. Code breakers.
I get it.
And
It's
they're
just
gonna crack the code
you
of
guys,
success.
like, why
Yeah,
is
you're
it?
cracking the
I feel
code.
like I'm watching the movie Knives Out right now to figure
great.
out
Oh,
to figure out
wow.
what this even means.
Nah,
Like, why do I have to crack a code?
You know what his problem? He didn't know 1s
a
and
good movie, by
0s
the
were
way.
codes. That's
No,
his
I
problem.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, see, that's the problem. He didn't get it. So maybe it's too far out. He's too dumb to realize what it is. That's what you're missing. Oh no, I love you.
Bro,
No, I love what you mean. I love me some Ben Brust.
I was pretty ornery yesterday. And if you won't be ornery, don't do the whole he's dumb, but I love him.
I do love him, but you know, it went over your head. It was a little bit too intelligent for you. You know what I'm saying?
man.
The 1s and 0s. He's
Did
cracking
you
the code.
know that I made my own website in college?
You use Wix.
What was your website?
He used Wix. He didn't use code.
I used code.
Who wrote it? You didn't write it. You definitely did not write code.
For me.
Oh,
So you're the Steve Jobs. You're like, okay, here's what I need. I need something that keeps all of my songs in one little thing and fits in your hands. So you cast the vision. You didn't build a website. You cast the vision.
A WordPress website.
It was a WordPress.
Oh man, WordPress.
NASCAR.
It's still up.
Live basketball, breathe NASCAR.
Oh my gosh.
Why did?
What was the point
This was
of
a
this?
class.
So it was an assignment.
Yeah, I created my own website.
How I became
wrote-
a NASCAR fan. This is like going through his high school stuff again. So
What?
simple.
Give
college
KBN
work, man.
Wait,
The
give
University of
KBN Nation
Wisconsin.
the website.
Can't get this moved.
I wish I could.
Let's drive traffic
I
to
wish
that
I could
website.
Share my screen like a Zoom or
Strofe, tell Strofe what site to go to.
Yeah.
And Strofe can put it up on the stream.
It could be a break screen.
Yeah.
Strofe. The website is benbrust.wordpress.com.
About me. I wonder what is about you, Ben.
Oh God.
Oh, look at that little nerdy kid. The Maverick. Oh, Kevin Harvick. That's what it is.
All right.
What
This
a
is
what?
embarrassing.
Ben, you are a fascinating
Badger
individual.
basketball player, NASCAR fan, and diehard Kevin Harvick fan.
Oh, wow.
Through Twitter, I have created many connections to the NASCAR world. I want to
Wow.
experience my experiences, thoughts, and stories in hopes to make NASCAR a more relevant topic.
Wait,
in this
wait,
So wait, what,
Wait a
what,
minute.
Go
Yeah, wait.
ahead.
I want to know, what was the point of the web? You were given an assignment to make a website. Were you given any other guidelines than that? So you made a website about
He didn't make
you.
it. Somebody else made it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
somebody else
told
photoshopped
you
this-
told
this
someone
photo
else.
with me holding a race flag.
Can I ask you something? What
Yes.
was, your major was in what again?
Life sciences communication.
Okay, so life sciences and this is communication. So they had you build a website as part of communication.
This was LSC 432.
Oh, wow, the 400s.
Oh hell no!
This is an embarrassment
I
to
used to
my
think-
institution.
I used to think I wasn't smart enough to go to UW-Madison. And Ben is smart. He's bright. But based off of this
LSC
website,
432.
I could have.
Social media for the life sciences.
Wow.
What
That's
is
evolved
Madison
over.
doing? It social media for the life science.
Dude, think about this. I was tweeting. I was building websites. I was in the world of technology back in 2014.
Live basketball, breathe NASCAR.
I would love to know what grade you got on this website.
Oh,
He's a basketball player. Probably got a B+.
I took 25 of my 120 credits with this professor. It was amazing.
Wow.
Shout out to Don Stanley. Yes, Drove.
One spring day in 2010, I came home on a normal Sunday afternoon, looking to watch some NFL football. My brother-in-law, Kurt, had a NASCAR race on, and I immediately was wondering, what in the world is this doing on my television? He then told me, quote, relax and give it a chance. The next thing I know, I started asking questions as, why is he wriggling? What does that mean? This was
Wiggling?
It says wriggling. W-R.
Oh, God.
I-G-G-L-I-N-G.
Oh, no.
Come on now.
Come on.
Supposed to be wiggling.
Oh, my goodness.
That was the first time I gave NASCAR a chance. And I owe my brother-in-law for helping me find an undiscovered passion of mine. Later in this series, I will explain how and why I became a Kevin Harvick fan and why I'm glad it happened that way. Until next time, Ben Brust.
Stroke, can I ask you?
Wow.
Somebody
plus a degree from the University of Wisconsin.
Oh, my.
Stroke, as someone who went through his elementary school binder, was there any growth from first grade to college at all?
In terms of writing, absolutely not. The guy's unbelievably bad.
Very basic.
That article I just put on the video stream at YouTube at ESPN Madison at ESPN Milwaukee could have been written better by a 7-year-old. And like I wish I was saying, you're missing punctuation. You have misspelled
I'm a
words.
code breaker.
No. Basketball was saved your life.
Yeah, Strove.
Oh, wow.
My grammar is like the worst in the entire world. I don't know grammar. I don't know spelling. I don't know how to write. But I got an easy A in that class.
Wow.
I don't know how.
I don't know either. You would have benefited so much from AI, Ben.
Oh
my
gosh.
You would have just hammered
No,
and
he would've got
hammered and
suspended.
He would
hammered
have gotten
AI.
expelled.
Wisconsin,
he would have gotten expelled.
Wisconsin Badger
but they
basketball player expelled for using AI because they
But
can
they
put
can't- how
they
did
put
they-
it into a system and they can tell. No, I mean,
But you know,
They already put in stuff in the system for
No, that's for
plagiarism.
cheap.
No, but
plagiarism.
I
I
was
have an
talking to
AI
some
read.
I was talking to some college students,
Uh-oh.
and they said that not only can you create an AI, but then now there are other AI programs that's called a humanizer. That they take the AI and then you can humanize it to make it sound like a human wrote it.
college sounds so easy nowadays.
So easy.
I mean, it was easy back then. I mean, look what I did.
Oh my goodness.
That's interesting.
Outsourcing. Anyway, code breakers.
Ben Brust, Kyle Walsh, Brad Nortman, live at Magoo's on the Mound. Courtesy of Carbless, premium ready-to-drink cocktail in a can. Less is more. Brad, tell us a little bit about Carbless.
Oh, I'd love to tell you about Carbless. I mean, there's 4 Carbless sitting right in front of me. And as the big game kicks off tonight, you know I'm going to be enjoying Carbless. It's almost like setting your fantasy lineup. I'm going to set my Carbless lineup for you right now. I think I'm going to start with the Blood Orange from the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. The orange is dynamite. Then I'm going to shift to a Moscow Mule, I think. I'm going to then probably dabble in a Black Raspberry that always hits. I'm going to end with the OG, a margarita to cap off the night. But if that doesn't sound like, I mean, might as well.
I mean,
one
they're
per quarter,
delicious.
maybe. I mean, it's something that just is a perfect accompaniment to the game.
This is like the last hurrah before the baby.
It is. I won't be able
my
to have
gosh,
many
that's right.
opportunities like this anymore, so I got to take advantage. But maybe after the baby, I can take the edge off with a Carbless as well. Everything that's in that can, I trust. It is no carbs, no sugars, no gluten, 100 calories per can, less carbonation. You got to taste it to really understand how big of a difference that perfect level of carbonation is. Not too much, not too little. And as I listed off the flavors, there's something for everyone. I challenge you to try them. Figure out which one of your favorite is. I have a hard time picking because they're all so darn good. Less is more with Carbless, and enjoy one this weekend, especially as football kicks off at the professional level. Less is more with Carbless.
On the Carbless talk and text line, 800-990-3776. Oh, God. If Ben is self-proclaimed not a good writer and with grammar and spelling issues, how can he call himself a journalist?
Oh, wow.
How do people act? The sad part is when I did my journalistic thing, like, it was very clear that I'm not a journalist. Like, how does anyone look at me?
You're a personality.
Listen to me
You're
and think I am a journalist.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, you almost broke news. I mean, you broke news. It turned out to not be right, but it's not your fault. It's Aaron Rodgers' fault.
It is Aaron Rodgers' fault.
It is Aaron Rodgers' fault. All traces back to Rodgers.
And to think, you had an Aaron Rodgers jersey on trying to get Matt LaFleur to sign in, and little did you know 2 years later he would be your demise. Yeah.
Yeah. Demise might be strong, but
no.
credibility demise.
Yeah, credibility. Yeah, credibility gone. You can never.
From a journalistic standpoint, not an opinion standpoint, but from a journalistic standpoint.
I was going to say, Jordan Love is selfish. Jordan Love is injury prone.
Wait a minute. That was factual. Stand behind it. 10 toes down. 10 toes down about Jordan Love. I love him, though.
Kyle.
You can't do that.
I know.
It's factual.
You're such a
complicated relationships
just a hamster
with Kyle.
wheel, man.
I just keep it.
You just keep running into different takes about it. I love him. Oh, I'm mad at him. Oh no, he threw an interception.
I'm never mad at Jordan Love. I always love him. I just, we know what real love is. Real love is when you call somebody out on their mess. That's what I do.
You just like the toxic relationships too much, Kyle.
Yeah,
too much drama.
Life must be getting boring, and then he's got to spice it up.
Yeah, it's too easy with baby girl. You gotta need some drama somewhere. Might as well be QB1 for the Packers.
I will say, since the engagement, baby girl has been a little bit more spicy, and I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Hey,
live
chewing on that attitude now, girl.
Live from Magoo's on the Mound. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Keep it spicy to yourself. More next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Catholic Memorial Football hits the gridiron on Friday night.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders are on the road to take on Waukesha North.
Deep pass from Dalton Stanky, and it's complete to Dustin Rose.
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune into the action Thursday night starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Now that Labor Day's over, it's time to switch out summer outfits for new fall looks and head into the season in style. Shop Macy's today for the latest fall trends from top brands like ruffled skirts and barrel leg bottoms, 25% off. And men's suits for every occasion from Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors, and more, 50 to 75% off. Plus, find signature scents from Yves Saint Laurent, Valentino, and so many others. So hurry in now and refresh your fall wardrobe at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit theprivatebar.com to book today.
Hey, it's Jason Wilden. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived, so try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, not just a treat, it's a tradition. And the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. September is here and the kids are back in school. Vacations are winding down. And for a lot of us, that means one thing. Time to refocus on the house. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. And to make it even easier, you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So no interest and no pressure. Don't wait for the first freeze to realize your windows aren't cutting it. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. You'll be ahead of the game. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Magoo's on the Mound, courtesy of our great friends Carbless. Less is more. I see some people starting to head out to American Family Field on those Carbless wrapped buses. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, that's not his name, we found out. Brad Nortman alongside me. Strofe. Yes?
What does that mean?
Oh, he'll get to it.
Going to get to it, buddy. Quick trigger over there. 800-990-3776. Carbless talking text line. So during the break, we were chatting, and then next thing you know, somebody comes up and is looking at Kyle, and he just starts calling him sloppy.
Hey,
goes,
sloppy.
Sloppy.
I was very confused.
Sloppy.
I was very confused because he said it, and I'm like, huh?
My hope was that because Kyle Wallace had just talked about how like he stands with 10 toes down on his Jordan Love takes, that someone was going to come and be like, hey, you sloppy. Like, I thought they were getting after him a little bit. So this man, Frank from Port Washington, is literally just looking at you, calling you sloppy.
Yeah, and I was very confused.
And you looked at Brad Nye. Like, no, he ain't looking at Brad Nye. He's calling you sloppy.
I was like, do we know this gentleman? I'm thinking maybe he's a partner or something like that. I didn't know who the hell he was.
He even looked at us and looked at me and Ben and said, don't you guys know him as sloppy? And I'm like, what is happening?
As soon as he said, once he said, so you don't know him as sloppy, I was like, no, but I need to know why I should know him as sloppy. Who wants to share why Kyle's called sloppy?
Yeah.
Kyle, one chance to defend yourself.
He said, you know where I got this from. And I said, he said, what, somebody you know from football. I said, from football? I was trying to figure out, like, one of my former coaches. Maybe one of my former coaches said. But his nephew he was a year younger than me, played football. In my junior year, my sophomore year, I tore my ACL. My junior year, I had on this big, bulky knee brace when I was playing football. And everybody said that knee brace is flopping and slopping around, and so they called me sloppy. They said because the knee brace is flopping around, they called me sloppy, and they said all the ways I did things, it didn't look right, but I made it get done, and so it wasn't a real nickname. It was more of like a thing where they joked about it.
Kyle, we might have to take away you being deemed like the most fashionable, put together person on KB.
Yeah.
You can't go on the field looking sloppy like that.
It was a big green knee brace, but I had tore my ACL. I was like, I care less what nobody said. I said, I ain't messing up my knee no more. But here's the funny part: it's the gentleman, his nephew. His nephew was on the sideline watching us. So I guess he saw a lot of the sloppiness.
So you say
the funny part?
Because
you're taking out his nephew?
Because we asked.
Yeah, Tony gonna come at me with that.
Because Ben asked the gentleman, Frank in Port Washington, said, so what did he say? How good was Kyle? And he said he was on the team.
Now Frank was being funny.
That is rough.
I said you better ask your nephew about me.
His name's Sloppy. He was just happy to be on the team.
Frank just kind of he took shots.
Yeah, Frank might have been at Magoo's on the mound a little longer.
Yeah, he might have been
But Frank, he knew that nickname though. That is definitely something that I was called in high school.
When's the last time you heard that name? Literally high school.
Yeah, I haven't heard that because it was the seniors that year. Anthony Robinson. Shout out to Anthony Robinson and Coach Kell.
Here's the thing. About you still as sloppy.
It must have been a truly entrenched nickname if somebody almost 20 years later is still looking to refer you as that.
Yeah,
you never met.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one since high school. And mostly my junior year. I haven't heard that one since high school.
I will say, of all the reasons one might be called sloppy in high school, that's not where I thought it was. It could be a whole lot worse. No, it could be a whole lot worse in high school.
That knee brace was gray, green, and purple. And let me tell you, the sock didn't fit over it. Hell, that's what they gave me.
How did you
gray, green, and purple?
The sock didn't fit over the brace?
Oh, no, it didn't. I'm sure I can find a picture of it somewhere.
I actually would love to see Kyle Wallace through the years.
Yeah.
To see where he is now.
So, Kyle, we
saw big Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, you did see Chunky Kyle.
I want to see high school Kyle. I want to see the high school Kyle that I missed out competing on
my Facebook, yeah, you sure did. We would have beat you.
With Sloppy here.
Yeah, Brad Nortman
Here's the thing.
lined up against Sloppy.
Yeah, I tore my ACL freshman year, so I wore a knee brace. Nobody called me Sloppy.
It was just the way that I functioned.
Wow.
The way that I functioned and played was unorthodox.
So it sounds like you're closer to Alex Strofe than you are to Brad.
No, hell no, absolutely not. I started and I played. I was actually good.
Okay, Sloppy. I never had a nickname like that.
That was a surprise. I haven't heard that one in a very, very long time.
You were on the team too, just like Kyle was, right?
I was on the team, and nobody said, "Wow, look at Sloppy Strofe over there." No, they just said, "Hey, look at Strofe." Not Sloppy. They come up with a whole alter ego for me. That's how awful you looked.
Dude, you're getting roasted by Strofe.
Whoa.
You've overplayed.
Take the word awful out of there, Strofe. Take the word awful.
Way overplayed your athletic accomplishments, clearly.
Yeah, because
Sloppy.
That's
you know what nicknames I've heard? You know what? Think about nicknames you hear in sports. Hercules? That's not sloppy. That's like intimidating. Sloppy?
Megatron?
It was one term of endearment.
King Henry.
Because you know how some people gear.
Endearment?
You know how people gear up.
No, that's terms of diss, Kyle.
You know how people gear up and get all fitted. I just didn't care. I was like, man, I'm out here to play football. I didn't really care about
Sloppily
all that.
play football.
I got the job done.
I'm starting to think
Sloppy.
I'm starting to think he's like catfishing us all on this whole like whitewater football thing.
Yeah.
No.
Were you a manager?
No, I'm dead. I'm with Brad right now.
Sorry, Kyle.
No, but like he's got some Strofe in him. He's been lying about
No. Don't compare me to Alex Strofe. You remember the Midwest Combine back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the Elite Combine.
I sold the clipboards
I was one of the top kids that went.
Hey, Sloppy, go clean up that mess.
That's how I started getting recruited by D2 and D3 schools.
What do you mean? What was your best competition? What was your best?
Brad, why did you have to actually care about what he said?
He's asking me questions. What do you mean my best competition?
God.
I don't know.
Strofe, you were great there. Brad, you stayed.
Oh man.
Because he knows.
Sloppy.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting
I think
that
Brad's
one.
onto something though, because like, did he spill a water bottle when he was handing it to the quarterback as the water boy? Sloppy handoff.
Shut up, Alex Strofe.
Adam chimes in, what I miss, I turn on the radio and the flyest brother on the show getting ripped for being sloppy.
No,
it's his nickname.
I will not run away from that nickname. Everybody said, Kyle, you got the job done, but you just did it weirdly.
Daniel
Sloppy,
chimes in on the
fact.
Carbless Talk and text line. Sounds like Kyle has extremely over-exaggerated his athletic abilities. What's that, Sloppy?
I don't know. I mean, y'all seen me. You've seen me. I showed the video of me running before.
It was pretty sloppy.
Yeah, I was moving though. I was moving.
See, you do the thing like you make it sound like you're like I was moving though. When I think of something moving, I think of something moving with grace. You was moving like a dump truck.
I would have thought that you would have been so productive on the field.
I was extremely productive.
That a greater nickname would have supplanted Sloppy.
Like, I don't.
There was an for instance, when we went to state junior year and lost, second place. Brad began.
Cool.
There was an underclassman who on a playoff game put in the little hand thing Skittles, and he was eating Skittles. So we called him Skittles his whole career. But like that. There are nicknames that then stick with you, but you would think if you go on the field and you start disrupting, then that nickname would go away.
Like he's the,
the
trash man. Cleaning up the trash.
Yeah.
No.
A missile. Ball hawk.
It was one of them things. It's like, good play, Sloppy. Good play. Hey,
oh, my God. I
good
couldn't
play,
ever
Sloppy.
imagine that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was mostly Kyle. Yeah.
Well, we are going to say goodbye to ESPN Madison as they will have some Brewers pregame coming up next.
Yeah, go Brewers.
Go Brewers.
ESPN. We're live from Magoo's on the Mound, where, of course, we have tons of carbless. We have tons of people getting in the carbless wrapped vans, heading on over to American Family Field as the Brewers take on the Phillies. We'll be right here at Magoo's on the Mound. We'll keep you updated on everything. For Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Madison, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
The kid's got the longest rope in radio.
Oh, wow.
You could take that one of two ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you, the confident.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
The grill is hot, the crowd is loud, and the flavor? That's all Coop's Mustard. For over 125 years, Coop's has been the MVP of game day eats with 14 bold flavors that make every brat, burger, and pretzel a championship bite. Because Coop's isn't your ordinary mustard. It's extraordinary mustard. The kind that turns tailgates into traditions and touchdowns into taste bud celebrations. This football season, bring the bold, bring the flavor, bring Coop's. Coop's Mustard, spreading the love since 1897.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm just a stranger with a twisted smile and a wandering eye. Your heart is in danger. Come close now, let me tell you a lie.
Monday night at Lambeau just got even better thanks to American Family Insurance. Enter the Dream Weekend Sweepstakes for your chance at the ultimate Packers game day experience. One lucky winner will score tickets to the November 10th game, a pregame tailgate in Titletown, all inclusive of a meal and a game and a signed Jordan Love jersey, Packers tour swags, and so much more. Ooh, that's a great deal. Your dream weekend could be waiting. Don't miss your chance to enter. No purchase necessary. Enter by 11:59 Central Time on October 23rd, 2025. See official rules and enter at amfam.com/Packers. That is amfam.com/Packers for your dream weekend sweepstakes at the Ultimate Packers Game Day giveaway, courtesy of American Family Insurance.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Bradley Nortman. Strofe is running the show. Get us on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776, where Kyle's getting roasted for his nickname back in high school, Sloppy. Good play, Sloppy.
Jeez.
Yeah, it makes it seem like he was just like, if he made a tackle, everybody celebrated.
I still can't even believe it.
Now that I'm remembering it again, I want to say our coach Tejan, shout out to head coach Tejan. Coach Tejan used to even say that as well. Jim Tejan, R.I.P. He even said, Sloppy, good play, flip around. Good play out there, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling.
Did you imagine your nickname being Sloppy?
I didn't care. I didn't care back in the day.
Yo, you got to get. I feel like you're holding this.
No,
I didn't care. I
promise
if anyone was called Sloppy, they would be upset.
Well, it's one thing to be called sloppy, and you're sloppy and you suck, and it's another thing to be called sloppy and you're actually on the field playing.
Yeah, but were you good?
I started the entire season. My junior year, my senior year, I got hurt, and I was a Midwest Elite Combine member, as Brad knows about the Midwest Combine. Yeah. I was pretty good. Yeah.
Now he's gone full.
Just out of curiosity, was that a pity invite?
No, you go to the Combine, you pay to go, and then if you are one of the top, 18, I think it was, the top 20, you get invited to Schaumburg, Illinois for the Elite Combine. It's like a Midwest thing. So I was one of the elite corners in the Midwest that year. Yeah.
Man, the quarterback market must have
been a bad market.
I benefited.
Man, Sloppy is a top 18? Damn.
Yeah.
All right, Wheel of Strofe, take it away.
It's time for the Wheel of Strofe.
Another day, another buckaroonie on the Wheel of Strofe. NFL opening day tonight. So today we're playing the Wheel of Predictions.
Oh.
Wheel of Strofe.
Nobody's going to say good spin?
Nope, I was kind of just enjoying the way it was going. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Well, Benny, get down because it's red.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, what do you mean kidding? Oh, that's right. You're through the wedding. You have no reason to do push-ups. You were doing it before.
Kyle.
It's a bar floor.
Stroh. Just yell my name.
That sounded like Mel Kiper right there.
Yeah. I'm not going to do push-ups because the floor is disgusting. I mean, it's clean, but there's a lot of shoes because Magoo's on the Mound is packed. packed to the brim.
You'd be proud of me. We had somebody who's a new partner, Lifetime Home Services. I'll be singing their praises on these airwaves. They came through, took a look at the estate, figure out things we want to do. The contractor said, the guy from Lifetime Home Services, would you like me to take my shoes off? I said, that would be wonderful
Ooh,
if you could take your shoes off.
I was having a conversation with somebody today.
Wheel of Strofe.
Wheel of Strofe.
Okay, let's try that again. Is nobody going to say it?
Nice
I think there's just a broken spring on that thing.
That's a good spin. I'm getting stronger with all these push-ups I'm doing back here. All right, let's start with a long shot MVP. So I don't want any of the favorites here. Burrow, Mahomes, etc. I don't want to hear any of those names. But you got for long shot MVP in the NFL this season as it kicks off tonight between the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Well, I'll go first. I'm still going to use the general criteria for what normally would be an MVP candidate. Top 4 or 5 teams in a quarterback who goes off, who goes bananas. I'm going to go C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud, third year, kind of had a coming out party like Jordan Love in this first year, but second year took a little bit of a step back. He's got dynamic receivers around there, a great head coach. I think C.J. Stroud might have that long shot MVP candidate. I think they're going to have double-digit wins for sure in Houston.
No, I like C.J. Stroud, but, there's a guy who I love who hasn't been getting all the love he deserves based off his season last year. And the long shot is Jordan Love. Jordan Love is the long shot MVP. And when I look at this, he has a #1 wide receiver. And Rob Demoski, the bold, and the beautiful, joined us on Kyle Brust and Nortman yesterday. And he said the Packers' best tight end might not even be Tucker Kraft. It may be Luke Musgrave. So you mean to tell me Jordan Love has a #1 wide receiver? You mean to tell me that Jordan Love still is going to get, hopefully, a healthy Romeo Doubs for the season, a healthy Tay Wicks, Christian Watson coming back, Jaden Reed getting right, plus 2 wide receivers, plus staying healthy this year? Jordan Love could throw for 40 touchdown passes. Could be the MVP.
Can't predict him staying healthy.
Well, if he gets hurt, then I'm going to have a problem.
For a long shot, I went further back, so I'm gonna end up probably going Baker Mayfield. He had a really great season, and I think he's found a home. He's got a great receiving running back. Mike Evans somehow does not age. It's incredible. The guy is somehow gonna go for another 1,000-yard season. They score a lot of points, and it's one of those things where if I'm gonna go long shot, like, their defense is usually pretty solid. That's the best I can do for a long shot. It's hard for me to pick Goff because he's so one-dimensional. Purdy, I don't believe in. You took Stroud. Herbert, I don't think they run the ball too much. He's talented.
They run it way too much.
He's not like he makes all these great plays, but he doesn't do it all the time every game. He just does it in flashes. So I'm just gonna go with a guy who's gritty and tough, and I like rooting for him. To be honest.
They don't unleash Herbert enough.
Tend to agree. My pick here, Dak Prescott.
That's stupid.
Oh, wow. You suck.
Wow.
George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb on the same offense? That guy's going to be slinging the
You got to
pill.
win games, too.
Yeah, they're not going to win games.
They're going to be under 500.
I don't know about that.
Oh?
I think they're sneaky.
Right. Yeah, I just don't like the
Wheel of Strofe.
They're going to be down live, inflated stats.
Good spin, Stroh.
No, it's a broken wheel. He's not that strong.
Thank you, Brad.
Ray, you're such a pleaser.
All right, who's your actual MVP pick?
No, he's just a...
he can't help it.
We'll mark this and come back.
More love.
Who's going to win the MVP award?
I actually have Jaden Daniels.
Oh, come on.
I do. I think for the other guys who might do it would be Mahomes and Lamar and Josh Allen. That would be either one of their second or third MVPs. The writers love a story. They love a newcomer. So I don't think he needs to outperform them significantly in order to win it. I think if he's just in their category and if the Commanders win 11 games, I think he's going to win it. So I think it's actually going to be Jaden Daniels.
You know what's crazy?
I think he's nasty.
You know what's crazy is that Jordan Love had a huge breaking out party the last 8 games. Jaden Daniels was good last year. He played very well. But if you take away, which you can, But you take away the playoff performance by that football team. Are we talking about Jaden Daniels being an MVP? His numbers last year, I think he threw for like 23 touchdowns, maybe like 6 interceptions. He played very well, but you think he's going to be an MVP top candidate this year?
His legs were so dynamic.
No, I'm saying he's fast, but if Jalen Hurts.
But I'm saying you're just using yards and passing.
He can do both. Like Lamar and Josh Allen benefited from that as well. When
Jalen Hurts also can use his legs as well as something, and he scores a lot of touchdowns. So
he uses it in spots, because Saquon is such a dynamic guy that he'll fake it, he'll get his 8 yards, and he'll slide.
I just don't think Jaden Daniels is in the MVP conversation this year. I think Joe Burrow is going to be in the MVP conversation, and Joe Burrow is going to win the MVP this year because not only is he going to put up big numbers, that football team is going to make the playoffs, and they're also going to compete to win the AFC North this year.
Wow, over the Ravens?
It's them and the Ravens. The Bengals are winning 11-plus games this year.
Wow.
That's going to be enough. That's going to be enough for Joe Burrow. Listen, they're going to score a lot of points. They ain't going to stop nobody, but they're going to score a lot of points. That's a very good offense that they have. Chase Brown at the running back position. You got
Kyle coming out.
They're going to score. They scored last year.
I know. So what's going to change?
Well, they're going to find a way to win more close games. That's what's going to change.
Defense needs to show. Trey Hendrickson needs 20 sacks.
We're going to see. Joe Burrow for the win.
It's the easy pick, but I mean, I'm Lamar, man. I think the way he's been passing the football is absolutely. Sorry. The way he's been throwing the football and the evolution of how he's continued to pick his spots, every time I watch him, I'm so impressed by his decision-making, his efficiency throwing the football, picking and choosing when to use the legs and, not getting hit. There's such an art to a dual threat quarterback in the NFL. It's way different than college. You have to know and have the feel when it's going to be a good time to scramble and run because you either know you can safely get out of bounds, know there's enough space where you can pick up extra yards, know you can fake somebody out and kind of do the fake slide that feels cheap, but you're going to do it and you're going to pull it out at the right time. The way Josh Allen and Lamar have mastered that has been unbelievable, but difference being Lamar consistently I just love his decision making, and it's the overall favorite, but I'm a huge Lamar guy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out if Ben has to do more sticky push-ups or not.
Good spin, strong
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. I agree. No more push-ups. The last thing I need from each of you. By the way, I'm on the Lamar train, for what it's worth. Good pick, Stro. Super Bowl matchup.
Good pick, Stro.
Super Bowl matchup. Super Bowl winner.
Ooh, Super Bowl matchup will be the Packers versus the Ravens.
Oh, wow.
I look at the NFC, and I just think that it's so hard to go to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. I think that Philly, they're going to be really good, but they're going to take a step back. I think the Packers are trending upward. I think they have a top 3 defense in the NFL, so I think it's going to be the Packers. And then the Ravens, finally, I see Kyle's thing right there. Great minds think alike. And I just think that when it comes to the Ravens, they've been the best team in the AFC for 3 years. They just haven't broken through. They've got tons of studs, offense and defense. I just think this is the year. This is the year they break through. I think the Ravens win. I don't think the Packers win. I think the Packers will win in the future.
Oh, you're asking me for a prediction. Of course, it's going to be the Packers, and I'm going to bring in the Ravens just because the one thing
Are they going to be 17-0 this year, too?
We'll see. We'll see. You got to listen to KB tomorrow to find out. But when you look at this football team, you think about the Ravens. The Ravens brought in reinforcements. That's exactly what they do. They got Jair Alexander on a team that already drafted a first-round corner the year before as well. They just extended their safety in Hamilton as well. And then they drafted some more pass rushers. And so that defense is going to be great. The offense is already going to be dynamic and be able to have Zay Flowers hopefully being healthy this entire year for them. I feel good about the Ravens. But with the Green Bay Packers, I think the burst and jolt of energy and life that Micah Parsons is going to inject into this football team. Again, they were top 10 in sacks last year, but they got them in bunches. Now they got a guy that can help them be more consistent with getting the sacks. The offense is a lot better than what people believe that they are. I think year 2 with having Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love together, working on the play-action fake that we talked about before and having more weapons around them with more experience, I really think this Green Bay Packer offense will be a top 5 offense here. So that's why I got the Packers versus the Ravens with the green and gold bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Wisconsin.
All right, Kyle, you got it all out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I know it's hard to repeat.
You are bland. Lamar Jackson as MVP. The Eagles, like you going with all the favorites. Oh, cool. Real smart of you. Real fancy. I like
his
that.
prediction.
Shut up. I'm talking to him, not you.
All right, Sloppy. Slow your roll.
Yeah.
Lash out.
I mean, okay.
Eagles versus the who?
I'm just gonna go with the
Chiefs?
Chiefs. I'm gonna go Eagles Chiefs. No,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Chiefs guy. I actually think they've been skating by, and it's gonna catch up to them eventually. I'm team
Ravens.
I'm team Josh Allen here.
Wow.
Team Josh Allen. I'm gonna go Bills Eagles.
You trying to kiss up to Brian D, our content director?
Yeah, that's right.
Just trying to take a page out of Brad's book.
Smart move, Ben. Smart move.
That's actually a really good matchup as well. It'll be interesting to see who breaks through, whether it's Lamar or Josh.
I would love to see a different AFC team in the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously, I think I speak for everybody, but Kansas City, great story. But like to see Lamar or see Josh Allen, I mean, see those guys in the Super Bowl would be so much fun.
It would be. It really would be.
Strofe, do you have anything to add?
Packers Bills.
Winner.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Strofe.
Who's your winner? Oh.
Go, Pack, go!
So we've become the show with two homers that are going to pick the Packers every
Why would I not pick the Packers? Why would I sit up here and say another team's name?
Because
Thank you. He knows hella ball. That's the best thing Strofe said all day today.
Sloppy knows ball. That was good, Strofe. That was good. Brad, tell us about Gina Della from Pella.
Oh, I'd love to, because I'm looking through these windows out on the street. I think about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, especially this time of year. I'm at the estate. I'm closing my windows and doors more often because it's so nice outside. It reminds me that if you've been putting off that window project, that door that you need to replace, don't put it off any longer. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin offers the best solutions, personalized craftsmanship, a plan and a budget for every product, for every budget, and you're going to be able to get what you need, improving your home's value, decreasing that energy cost. I hate to say it, but winter's right around the corner. Now is the time to do it. And Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin delivers every single time. So if you're looking to get that project done, call them now, visit them online, or go to the showroom. You'll be amazed at the Experience Center in Brookfield. Everything that Pella has to offer is there at your fingertips. So go to PellaWI.com, give them a call, or visit the showroom for those Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. We are at Magoo's on the Mound with some Carbless right here. I see it at all the tables, and I see it on the buses wrapped around the shuttles to get you to and from American Family Field. We're going to run out of koozies. I've never seen koozies. The Carbless ESPN Wisconsin koozies have been...
It's hot commodity.
This is, but it's not just because it's a koozie. It is a dope koozie.
It's cool.
It's got ESPN and Carbless, a winning combination on it. So this is why everybody keeps grabbing.
It's powerful. Now, coming up next is Over-Under, because somehow it's Thursday already. I cannot believe that.
Man, short week. I love short weeks.
4-day work week.
Man, you were right, Brad. We should switch to it.
Yeah.
Forget being super productive.
Yeah.
Caller 6 and caller 9
Just
for
like Sloppy was in high
Over-Under.
school. Unproductive.
Jeez.
I'm not going to sit here and defend myself.
Because
You got nothing to defend. Your nickname was Sloppy.
It's a tough one to defend out of.
I don't want to be the guy that say, watch my film from high school. But
You did that.
I'm a couple segments away from calling
bragged about going to an elite camp.
Camp.
I'm a couple segments away from saying, hey, Mom, Dad, get the film. Get the whole film.
Yeah, we'll be able to find the guy with the fattest knee brace on the field.
Yeah.
Take up half the screen.
Make a play.
800-990-3776 for Over-Under, caller 6, caller 9. Strofe's going to have a category. He's also going to have an Over-Under line. Now, Kyle, Brad, myself, we get 10 guesses to get as many correct answers as possible. If you believe, based off the line that Strofe sets in your call number 6, that we're going to hit the over, you can go with that. If you don't, you go with the under. Caller 9, you're stuck on the other side either way. So hit us right now, 800-990-3776, caller 6 and caller 9. You will be playing Over-Under. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, live from Magoo's on the Mound, courtesy of Carbless. Over-Under, 800-990-3776. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Life Navigators thanks everyone who joined in supporting their 42nd annual Challenger event honoring John and Mary Ann Plant on Monday, August 18th. Local support that day amazingly raised over $500,000 for kids and adults with disabilities. Life Navigators, your disability partner in Wauwatosa, supporting those with the greatest needs to be safe, happy, and healthy in our community. Disabilities are a part of the game we call life, and Life Navigators has been in it for over 75 years. Learn more at lifenavigators.org.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST, or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570, or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an East Side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman at Magoo's on the mound. Brewers are about to get going here shortly.
You know, we haven't had a Brewers in a while.
I'd like for them to win tonight.
It takes winning? I just love Brewers.
Well, if you're gonna ask me to.
Yeah.
Brewers! No. Stop him, Strope. Stop him. Doesn't work.
You know the funniest part?
Setting him up.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
All right, our guy K-Lock is caller 6. He is a believer. He is on the over today. And then our other guy, Lasagna in Milwaukee, caller 9. And I just had the most riveting conversation with Lasagna in Milwaukee. He stopped the Kia boys. He made roast beef and pulled pork over the weekend. It was incredible. What a conversation.
He stopped the Kia boys.
Yeah.
What do you mean he stopped them?
The Kia boys showed up at his house. He pinned his truck against his wife's Kia. He got the guy out of the car. It's crazy.
Wow.
Hey, he's a brave soul.
That's what I said.
He a brave soul.
I said, you're kind of a badass. And he goes, yeah, I'm kind of a badass. You're right.
100%.
So anyway, all right, today's subject, fellas. I am looking for the top 10 odds for who will throw the most passing touchdowns this year. According to Potawatomi Sportsbook, high line today, 8.5. Who is
who's the final answer guy?
8.5. I mean, that's hard.
We'll get it.
You only get you get.
Who's
you
the
get one
final
wrong.
answer?
I'll be the final answer.
All right,
guy.
time starts at 3, 2, 1.
So,
all right, so obviously
Lamar.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson final.
Number 3.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen final.
Number 5.
Mahomes.
Yeah, I would put Mahomes in there, top 10. He's in every quarterback list. Remember that.
That's what Strofe
right.
says, and if this is wrong, we kill him. Mahomes final.
Yeah, he's number 4.
Off with heads.
We're missing number
Baker
1.
Mayfield.
I like Baker. Baker final.
He's number 2. You have
Can we say
Baker
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow?
final.
Burrow's got to be 1.
And there you go. You got the top 5.
So how about C.J. Stroud? How about Brock Purdy, Jordan Love?
I like Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
And Tua.
Tua.
Man.
Jared Goff. We say Goff.
Tua is a disaster, and Miami's a disaster right now.
I like Stroud, Purdy, and Goff.
Well,
for sure Goff.
Let's for sure go Goff.
30.
2 minutes.
Final answer.
Jared Goff final.
He is number 7.
Jaden Daniels.
Don't love it.
Okay.
I think Jordan Love be in the top 10.
I put
Jordan
Love
Love be in
down.
it.
Might have been a
top
high
10.
line.
Dak Prescott might be on that list.
I mean,
because Strofe said Dak Prescott, he researched this list.
Like Herbert is somebody that is capable, but like from an odds perspective, it's really tough.
I feel like Jordan finished outside the top 10 last year, but he was hurt. We still had 24 touchdowns.
I like Stroud of this list.
Stroud only had 23.
We placed the over on Jordan Love 23.5. 23.5.
Yeah, that's not that much.
That's like right on the border.
Yeah.
What about like Matt Stafford? But he's got the injuries.
Yeah, this is actually tough because of that.
1 minute.
Because we got Stroud, Purdy, Daniels, Love, Dak, Herbert, Stafford.
How many are we missing, Strofe?
We need to get
4.
3 out of 4.
Right.
3 out of 4.
Man, this is tough.
Let's go with.
I feel Purdy over Stroud simply because, well, no, that offense is worse this year. They don't have Debo.
Let's go with Stroud final.
Yeah, I like
Stroud should be top 10.
30 seconds.
All right, if that's not the case,
Love.
Jordan Love final.
Yeah, might as well do Love.
He is there. Number 8.
What number? Herbert.
You're missing 6, 9, and 10.
Either
6, 9, and 10.
I think Herbert and Purdy are probably our final.
How much did Jalen go?
10, 9.
Herbert and
8,
Purdy final
7,
for the last 2.
6, 5, 4,
Dang.
3.
You said every name but one on this list.
Geno Smith.
Dak is 6th.
No.
Matthew Stafford is 9. And this name you surprisingly never said, and I think you guys might.
No
kick
Jaden
yourselves.
Daniels.
No Jaden Daniels. Bo Nix, the last name on this list.
I should have got Bo. Bo was good.
Bo Nix.
That was a really hard line, Strofe.
Yeah,
there's a gray area of that tier 2 and 3 where there's just like a bunch of guys.
I must say, moment of truth, pat on the back to me. I answered caller 6 and I said to K-Walk, oh man, I never said a line.
Okay, well, we should just put this all under
line.
investigation then.
A panic line.
It was a panic line. It felt high, but then K-Walk believed in you guys. He took the over.
Yeah, K-Walk's, he's an OG. That's KBN Nation.
Cheez-It is a legendary snack cracker, and it's now available as a frozen pizza. Find it in your local grocer because it is amazing. And I'm telling you, when you can cook something in 8 minutes and you get the perfect combination of Cheez-It flavor in the crust, you're going to love it. Italian 4 cheese, cheddar jack supreme, pepperoni with an 8-minute bake time. I'm telling you, it is like, it's mind-boggling. Every time I look, I'm like, I love Cheez-Its. I love pizza. How is this going to work? It works every single time, so let it keep working when you go to your local grocer's freezer and pick out that Cheez-It frozen pizza. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
It's more than just a game. It's a cause we're cheering for. Join Sippy Hippie at the Coaches vs. Cancer Tailgate Friday, September 5th in Slinger. Fuel up with a full espresso bar, flavored Red Bulls, fresh lemonades, bakery treats, and check out the brand new cocktail lounge inside a vintage VW van. At Sippy Hippie, everyone's welcome because this is about more than coffee. It's about community and the fight against cancer. Come tailgate, celebrate, and make a difference at the 15th annual Coaches vs. Cancer game. Learn more or donate at sippyhippie.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and the start of the NFL season is here. We have hit winners and won money in Week 0 and Week 1, building profit, and you need to go to FatJackSports.com if you're going to be betting this week, whether it's daily fantasy or playing the games against the spread. Go to FatJackSports.com. If you had Clemson, Alabama, Notre Dame, or Texas last week, it's going to be a long year for you. You need to go to FatJackSports.com. We are going to make a ton of money, less than $100 a week for longer packages. Get signed up today, FatJackSports.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Tune into The Rich Eisen Show weekdays from 12 to 2, right here on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Live from Magoo's on the Mound, courtesy of Carbless. Less is more. Get us on the Carbless Talking text line at 800-990-3776. My name is Ben Brust with Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Strofe is running the show. Still mad at Strofe for that line, but I'll let it go. Over-under is now come and gone. Now, I do want to hear a little bit of Rob Demovsky from yesterday, Strophy, because I'm not going to lie. Rob came in as the bold, the bald, and the beautiful, and he brought some nuggets that had Kyle Wallace like a 5th grade little boy that discovered something for the first time.
I don't know that I've ever seen a receiver come in here and
be, I don't want to say perfect because obviously everybody makes mistakes, but I'm telling you guys, he hasn't dropped the pass.
Come on. I mean,
Double down,
Rob
Kyle.
Demovsky has covered a lot of Packers football and a lot of football. And when he said that he has almost been perfect, and the only reason he did not say Matthew Golden was perfect, simply because saying he was perfect would put not pressure on Matthew Golden, but it's just unheard of to think somebody being that great. Matthew Golden, from the very first moment, I'm telling y'all, in the first preseason game, when I watched him run that crisp route and catch the slant pass with his hands extended away from his body with a DB on his back, when he got the pass interference call from Sauce Gardner, I saw all I needed to know, that dude is ready to help elevate this Green Bay Packers team. And knowing that Rob Demovsky, who has been at the training camp, and he's seen the way that Matthew goes about his business. You've seen all the guys raving about how good he is and how excited Jordan Love is to have him as his receiver. We should all believe in the fact that, hey, Matthew Golden is that guy. So I'm excited, especially when Rob said that. Yes, I was a schoolboy when I heard him say that. Excited schoolboy, like a girl who just kissed him for the first time on the cheek.
Quick aside, Brad, do you think Daniel Whalen's an elite punter or just like a good average?
I think he's good to average.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't say elite.
Would you want to keep him around for the Packers for a long time?
Yeah, for the right price. I wouldn't make him like the highest paid punter in the league. But
Drove KBN Sports Desk.
No way.
I don't have the numbers, but the Packers have agreed to a contract extension with Daniel Whelan.
Good for him. How many years?
I just said I don't have the numbers, Brad.
Oh, I thought you meant financial numbers. How much is guaranteed, Strofe? Good for him. I will say this about Daniel Whelan.
Oh, great. We went from Matthew Golden to Brad's long story about
here we go. Here we go.
Whelan.
It is not easy to navigate the winds and the cold of Lambeau Field, and he's done a pretty darn good job at it. He's improved every year. So he's a good punter. That's a good. How about this?
Can we acknowledge something now? Hold on. This is big. This is a big deal. Big deal for specialists. They've extended their kicker, punter, and long snapper this offseason.
I was just about to say that. I think we all know now how much of a nightmare it can be to not have the specialist room figured out, but it's kind of put your head down on the pillow at night.
What about the rest of the
now you got
idiots
gunners and you got all that.
The idiots who continue to hold and do stupid things on special teams.
Well, that's on Rich Bisaccia on that one. But no one wants to hear that much about punters. Let's pivot back to Matthew Golden.
They love specials. Bo Melton, they kept him on the roster. They made him a corner.
Just for that.
Rich Bisaccia getting paid all that money.
I'm always curious, when I was playing, when you had high-profile rookies come in, how would they do, right? Because they do well in college. Can that translate to the pros? I'm trying to think of a time where a player dominated in practice and it didn't translate to a game. I can't think of an example.
Oh, wow.
Almost every player that I can think of
that popped,
that in practice,
jumped off the page,
that was oh, this is a dude. Almost all. I can't think of a time where it didn't translate to the field. So for me, hearing this from Rob, and Jason's going to be coming up next, I'm curious on his opinion with it. So I was a little bit in the camp of, let's let Matthew Golden get his footing. He's going to be okay. I think by the end of the year, he'll be the Packers' #1 wide receiver. My opinion's changed. I expect him to be a stud, not like a top 5 wide receiver. I think he will be a bona fide wide receiver 1 almost immediately, because it's very rare that a guy comes in and is what Rob described on our program yesterday, and that doesn't translate to the game. That's a big deal, what Rob said.
Well, I do want to get the opinion of Jason Wilde on all of this as well, because, what Rob had said is it's hard to be perfect, and he was near perfect in camp, and now Brad's talking about when guys were playing well, when he was playing, when they were young. Is it translate? You can't think of a time that it didn't. So Matthew Golden, all eyes on you, buddy. And my eyes are on what you can get at IKEA, which last night was a conversation in our household, which you'll love this. I always forget to. I have a charger next to my bed, but it's on the ground. It's not I don't have a nightstand. I have a something I can set stuff on, but it's not a nightstand.
Sounds like you need to go to IKEA, buddy.
Yeah. So, but we'll get there. And she was like, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the thing that we have in when you walk in our front door, put the keys on, we put our backpacks underneath. We're going to take that. That matches, apparently that matters. That matches the one that I have on my side. And then we're going to get something even bigger. So now I'm not going for a nightstand. I'm going for like a nice big piece for the entryway of the home.
Ooh, a drop zone.
Is that what they call
a good
it?
drop zone. That's what we call it.
I
call
like
it a drop zone.
The drop zone.
Yeah, it's where you put all your stuff. The drop zone.
Yeah, I
IKEA could get
I
your,
just
get your
put it
mind
in
right
a
with that
little
drop
bucket.
zone.
But I'm sure IKEA does have some.
A bucket.
Go to
Little
IKEA. Get yourself a good drop zone.
Drop zone. Okay.
So I might get it delivered because they have that. I might have TaskRabbit come because they can help assemble it. But all you got to do is become an IKEA family member, and you can have all these great things I'm talking about right at your fingertips. Plus, when you need something, you know where to go, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Check out IKEA in Oak Creek. Jason Wilde joins us next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
4394 northbound, starting off with an accident just about at Howard Avenue. The right lane is blocked with this. Emergency crews are on the scene. Looks like a pretty crunched up car at this point being put onto the tow truck. So keep that in mind. We're going to be heading through there. We are going to slow down a bit through that Plainfield curve. Westbound 94, we do have some backups coming out of the 17th Street area all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound slowing down from 92nd Street through the Hawley Road area as well. Southbound 43 going to be slow from Silver Spring all the way down to about North Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy, chance for showers, windy with a low of 53. Tomorrow windy and partly cloudy, a high of 65. Weather's brought to you by the Pickler, Menominee Falls, your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts, unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all under one roof. Join today at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jim Frucci, Managing Partner and PGA Professional at Morningstar Golfers Club, and I'd like to personally invite you to play your next round of golf at Morningstar. Lush green fairways, velvet smooth greens, magnificent vistas from high above our championship golf course. Morningstar was created with the serious golfer in mind, and it continues to be the public course by which all other area public courses are measured. Book your tee time today and reserve a spot on our membership wait list. Come out and see what all of Southeast Wisconsin's been talking about. Hey, You've played the rest. Now play the best.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Live from Magoo's on the mound. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, courtesy of Carbless. This is more. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with Jason Wilde joining the show. Jason, how are you?
I'm great. That place is awesome. Their food is so good.
Dude, the preps, I mean, I could go on and on, but I don't want to do that. Just come try it for yourself because you'll love everything. Now, Jason, Rob Domofsky joined us yesterday, and he said that Matthew Golden has been almost near perfect. He has not dropped a ball. Brad Nortman has now talked about how in his time when there's been a younger player that had college production and then they came in as a rookie and played and practiced well, they typically translated right away. You can't think of an example where it didn't. Are we getting too high on expectations, or is it okay because it's just trending that way?
I think it's okay to get your expectations up. Again, I don't want to speak for Rob. Perfect is an overstatement. From my understanding, there's only and I'm pretty sure he had one drop. I think we did actually count one. So he's really good, right? And I was talking to some friends of mine the other night who are really excited about him, and they asked me kind of the same thing, like, should I be careful about how hyped up I get? And I said, look, the guy reminds me of Greg Jennings. And you guys have heard me say that, the way he glides when he runs. But he's faster than Greg. But, like, the way he plucks the ball, the way he has really good body control. So I like everything about him. But, again, these are still practices. So, like, we have good indications, right, of what he's capable of and how good he could be. But he's still got to do it. And look, maybe he does. Maybe he goes out there like Malik Neighbors and like Jamar Chase. Jr. Yeah, he plays in Jacksonville, though. They should get relegated at some point. But my point is that, they
after the bowl-a-thon is how he treated you.
Yeah, Jason, wow. That cuts me.
I got to be honest with you. I forgot you were on. I thought maybe the baby.
Oh, my God. After all that,
Jason, he did so much butt kissing to you.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was like,
Jason,
you're my friend.
Two friends are fighting.
I walked into a buzzsaw to start the show yesterday because I went on the bowl-a-thon, and I was pumping you guys up. And this is how you repay me, Jason?
Mm-hmm. Don't forget
I thought we were friends.
It is. We are.
Oh, wow.
We are.
Okay.
And I'm excited for you, but I wasn't really thinking about your time in Jacksonville when I made that remark. Look, I think Matthew Golden's going to have some growing pains too, though, right? I mean, Devontae Adams, I would say, from a pure talent standpoint, is the best wide receiver I've covered, and that's saying a lot because I've covered some great ones, right? I mean, Driver was great. Obviously, Jordy Nelson was great. I think Randall Cobb was great when he was at his healthiest. Greg Jennings was great. James Jones, who I love as a human being, was very, very good. I don't know if I can get him to great. And this guy could be great, but they all had growing pains also. They all had games where they had one catch for 8 yards. And especially Devontae, right? He had like 3 fantastic games as a rookie. Then he obviously struggled with injuries and a variety of other things in his second year. So let's be patient. Let's not put too much on Matthew Golden, but you have every right to be excited and encouraged and hopeful about him.
Jason, I'm always fascinated with the fabric of the team. Who do you detect are the 2 leaders on offense and 2 leaders on defense that are the movers and shakers of the team?
Yeah, I think it's Josh Jacobs for sure on offense. more so than anybody else. I think Tucker Kraft has kind of self-nominated himself a little bit. He's really taken on that role, even more so than I think Jordan is still kind of. I know there's been some talk about his leadership because of what LaFleur said after the season, but I think he's probably still. Maybe he's a little more vocal, but from what I can gather, that's not how he believes is the best, most effective way to lead guys. So I think he's still doing a lot of the one-on-one stuff that I tend to agree with him on, by the way. And then on defense, the unquestioned leader is Xavier McKinney. And then obviously they have to fill that void now without Kenny Clark. Yeah, I mean, look, he added 2 guys that should have never been allowed to leave their previous teams. And I think both their former teams would admit that. And now the Cowboys will probably, not that Jerry would ever admit that, but the Cowboys will have to admit that down the road too. So, you know, I don't know who the second leader is on defense right now. Keyshawn Nixon is kind of a bit of a character, but I know the guys gravitate to him. Frankly, I would say the other safety, Evan Williams, you know, he's only a second-year player, but he carries himself with such a maturity, and he's such a smart guy. I kind of feel like those 2 guys in the back end, you know, it's not Quay, it's not Edger and Cooper yet, and they really don't have many elder statesmen. You know, Rashawn Gary, I think, is in that equation. But, again, I'm curious to see what kind of role Micah Parsons takes. We spent about 15 minutes with him just a little while ago, and I thought it was really interesting that he said he came in on Tuesday for treatment on his back. Because, look, first of all, he's a terrible actor. Like, I don't know if he has any acting gigs lined up, but he's going to have to rehearse because he is clearly playing. Like, he's talking, you know, he's trying to say all the things that leave the possibility of him not playing. And then he says stuff like, I can't wait to see how the coaches are going to unleash me. Well, they're not going to unleash you by putting you on the bench. That's not unleashing. That would be the opposite, right? That would be leashing, like I would do with my dog to keep her in the yard. And so he's playing. The question is how much and in what roles. And so, you know, but we spent about 15 minutes with him, and one of the things that really struck me was that he said he came in on Tuesday for rehab on his back, and almost every one of his teammates were here, even the ones that didn't need rehab. And that never happened in Dallas. And while he joked about the fact that the guys said, well, it's because there's nothing to do here, he said there are things to do here, and they are still here, and that tells me a lot about their culture.
Yeah. Well, Jason, I know we need to get you to Rich Bisaccia.
Well, I don't. So here's the thing. Like, I let's see how this goes today, because if he's scheduled at 3:35, I want to see what time he comes, because usually I'm on with you guys, and then I book down there, and at least 3 times last season, he came in early. Like, it's not Lombardi time apparently now; it's Bisaccia time. And he gave the one time I came in, and he stopped his press conference and clapped for me, and said, "Jason, thank you for coming and joining us." And I said, "It's
he's going to be really excited today."
3:28. Yeah. So I want to make sure that I'm there just in case. I don't want to be singled out sarcastically for not being early enough.
Yeah, you can't start the season that way, Jason. It's a tough look.
No,
we don't want that.
And next thing you know, I'll be playing for the Jaguars. All right, I gotta go.
Relegated south.
Take care, be good.
All right, guys, take care, be good.
There it is. That's Jason Wilby heading on over to hear Rich Bisaccia speak over up in Lambeau Field.
I can't believe that Jason wasn't reciprocating the amount of
you feel like an idiot, don't you?
I do. I do.
To talk about.
I thought I was just going to get a wonderful question. Hey, thanks again for joining the Bowl-a-thon, and thanks for taking the buzzsaw that was KBN yesterday.
They tried to tell you.
They used you to fill the show.
I got used and disposed of.
And you tried to kick us to the curb.
I'm going to smack you just to kill a fly, because this fly they keep
It
slaying
is.
it.
It's on your head now.
It's on my head?
Yep, you missed it. It was, I swear.
I know, and you land on Brad's big schnoz.
Yeah, big landing zone. Big landing zone.
Yeah, it was like a landing strip. It was able to
right this way, fly, right this
we
way.
We wanted to end that fly's life, baby. Give me your toilet paper or newspaper. Hit it.
Micah Parsons, bad actor. Sloppy Wallace with us here. I need to give more context to that. And I also really want to kill this fly.
Man, he has vengeance in his voice.
Sorry, I got really distracted.
What's happening?
The fly attracted to us.
Do you know when you're trying to kill a fly? You kind of have to be still.
Seconds of silence.
I know it was long, but I'm trying to get this fly stroke, and you don't understand. It's in my head. This fly is owning me right now.
The fly's moving. It's been moving around the entire show.
All right.
It won't leave us alone.
It won't. So I'm going to kill it in the break, and we'll see you on the other side, and I won't be distracted.
Seriously?
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I can't believe she delegated the weeds.
I can't believe Brad just called my woman a cat.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We still have northbound 4394 with a crash that's out on the right shoulder, right about at Howard Avenue. They're just doing the finishing touches on clearing this. It should be gone pretty soon, but keep that in mind if you're heading through there. Southbound 43, right about at North Avenue, we do have another crash. This is off on the right shoulder, and things are going to be slow heading past that scene, pretty much starting at Hampton, all the way down past the accident scene through the Marquette. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco. And checking the TMJ for Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a chance of showers, windy with a low of 53. Tomorrow, windy, partly cloudy with a high of 65. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Kick off your game day with a shine. Stop by Tsunami Express Car Wash now with 7 convenient locations across greater Milwaukee, including the brand new location in New Berlin. The best part, your very first wash is absolutely free when you sign up online. That's a $25 value on us. At Tsunami Express, you'll enjoy premium washes that protect your car, plus free vacuums and detailing tools to keep your ride looking spotless inside and out. Fast, easy, and always looking its best. Roll into the game feeling confident and clean. Claim your free wash today at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
It's more than just a game. It's a cause we're cheering for. Join Sippy Hippie at the Coaches vs. Cancer Tailgate Friday, September 5th in Slinger. Fuel up with a full espresso bar, flavored Red Bulls, fresh lemonades, bakery treats, and check out the brand new cocktail lounge inside a vintage VW van. At Sippy Hippie, everyone's welcome because this is about more than coffee. It's about community and a fight against cancer. Come tailgate, celebrate, and make a difference at the 15th annual Coaches vs. Cancer game. Learn more or donate at sippyhippie.com.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango. Bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Thanks to Jason Wilde for joining us and running over to Rich Bisaccia's press conference that has not even started.
Still hasn't started.
Well, it starts at 3:35.
Well, he made it seem like it was like...
That's on Rich Bisaccia. You got to be consistent. If you're going to be showing up early, just show up early. But if you're not, you can't shame somebody for showing up seemingly late when he's actually early, like you did to Jason.
You know, Jason
unless he does every time.
He was scarred.
I'm actually Team Brad here.
Yeah.
I'm actually Team Brad. Like, if Bisaccia is going to make a mockery of him, you got to be consistent.
That's right.
But also poor journalists, you know. Such a hard life, you know. They got to make sure they're on time so they don't get ripped on by the coach. And then everyone gets a little knee slap joke in there.
I will say, I mean, Green Bay is weird. It's not weird, man. That's not the right term.
No,
the relationship between coaches and media is
Let's go there. Let's go there. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strofe running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. I find it fascinating, the market that we are in, because it's all the way up in Green Bay. Like, Matt LaFleur, Laffy, Jokey, and, like, I don't know.
It's like,
I want you to tell me what it was like in NFL markets, not in Green Bay, working with the media, and what you see and feel being in this state.
And honestly, too, Carolina and Jacksonville would be considered pretty, like, chill, markets to report to. This isn't L.A. and New York and Chicago. I mean, but there was at least like a bit of like true tension, right, between coach and media. Not that there was anything that was disliked between one another, but there was a role and there was like a veil that was never really pierced. Like, I think they could be friendly, they could be cordial, you got to know one another, but there's a closeness between media and Green Bay Packer coaches that is just super rare. I think it's a combination of, it's a small town, and you get like the same long-tenured media in Green Bay and long-tenured coaches. You combine that, it creates a level of like friendliness that I've never seen before in the NFL.
I was really listening to Brad Nortman there.
Breaking news, Rich Bisaccia showed up.
Yes, that, but that's actually not why I hit the sports desk.
Why did you hit the sports desk?
I would like you to hear from the newest Packer today in the locker room. Micah Parsons at his locker talking about the Detroit Lions. I think this is going to fire Kyle up.
Honestly, bro, I felt like Dallas and Detroit already had a rivalry. I already got that rivalry built up. Bro, I'm excited to play them. I never liked Detroit.
Yeah, me either. I like that, Micah. I like that. And the thing is, he could talk the talk and he can back it up. He can walk the walk.
He goes on to say that trick plays are a, quote, sacred tactic, end quote. Quote, trick plays are for people who can't beat you.
Ooh. I like that.
Mike ain't holding back. He ain't one of these dudes that hold back.
You know why he doesn't have to hold back, and we're going to hear things that we've never heard before? Because we've never had a Micah Parsons in the time that we've been around covering the team like this.
I mean, there's a level when you come to Green Bay.
Like when Zadarius Smith, talks some stuff, he also is then now getting, kicked off the team and the Vikings and, not a captain. This guy is a true stud. And guess what? He can call people out because he can deliver.
Yeah, can't nobody say nothing to him.
Can you imagine being the best player on the field at the NFL level?
It's so
cool. I mean, we probably experienced that to some degree at like the high school level, but to be the best player on the that's right.
No, sloppy over here didn't ever experience
but
that.
Like talking to the media and about to face Detroit and be like, I know I'm the best player on the field. That has got to be such an empowering thing. I mean, I can't wait to see him unleashed.
I just hope that the way he's speaking, Micah Parsons as the 3-time All-Pro in 4 years, is now on the Green Bay Packers. I hope that I feel like there's been a little bit of we're happy to be where we're at in Green Bay, right? Like maybe not the fans, and of course not the players, not the coaches, not the GM. They're never going to say it. But no one's going to be mad at the end of the year or holistically. It's hard to have wholesale changes when you're consistently winning and making the playoffs, right? It's easy to be you know what, we'll try it again next year. There's just been a little bit too much of a, Yeah, like we've been talking about, the last 2 years, they've been good. They've been great. Now you have a great player that can help elevate you to great, and I hope the rest of the team can feed off that energy and, like, kind of put the chest out a little bit again. The chest was out because you had Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Sure did. Yeah.
Now you need, like, the team to take on the persona of the great players around you, which right now can be the quarterback, but it's not also his persona based off what our conversation was with Jason Wilde. It's not like he's like, yeah, in year 3, Jordan Love is the leader we all expected him to be. He was third on the list of leaders of this offense. When we talked to him, he was put Tucker Kraft and Josh Jacobs ahead of him.
Yeah.
So when you have Micah Parsons, Strofe, I'm glad you played that, because even though he's not like, yeah, I hate the Lions, he just talks with such a confidence that if you're somebody who wants to be a great football player and you might be on the cusp, when you surround yourself with other people, you're either going to rise to that occasion and be great, or you're going to be what you were. And either you're going to go with the great, or someone else will.
Well, one of the reasons I asked Jason who the leaders were, right? Because I'm interested in, like, the fabric. Who are the guys that set the tone? Who are the guys that the other players get behind? And no doubt Xavier McKinney, not only a leader on the defense, but a leader for the team in total, right? And his greatness backs that up. It's one thing to have – this is why, like, I think multiple leaders are good. Because when you got a guy that's a leader that's a skill position, that plays – it kind of, like, checks one box, right, of playmaking greatness. I think it's critical to have a leader who thumps, who's in the trenches, right? Football's a physical game. I know that the best teams that I was on had somebody in the trenches who was a bona fide leader.
Yeah.
And, like, when he lays the wood and when he gets on other people for maybe not playing at the level of intensity or physicality that they can, it actually carries weight because he plays that way. So that's why, like, hearing Tucker Kraft and Josh Jacobs, 2 thumpers when it comes to the offense. Xavier McKinney, okay, I love it. There's no better seemingly person in the locker room as far as, across the board. But if Micah Parsons can be that leader, a guy in the trenches, a guy that comes with intensity, physicality, and, can just dominate a game, that will go so incredibly far. Not only for
let me
defense,
ask you to this based off of that, Brad. An 800-990-3776. Does he alleviate all of your concerns on the defense, or do you still have your concerns?
No, I still have my concerns with the defense. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like this is going to be an elite defense this year, but in order to win a championship, you want to have the least amount of holes as possible. And I understand what having an elite pass rusher like a Michael Parsons does for the defense, but more importantly for the defensive backs, especially in a zone-type defense that the Green Bay Packers seemingly are going to play. But I would still feel a lot more comfortable when I look at the cornerback position. I like CV. I like Carrington Valentine. Keyshawn Nixon played decently well last year. We don't know what we're going to get from Nate Hobbs, but I still feel like the final chess piece that we need to have needs to be at that corner room. But then also, I love Michael Parsons. I don't love him yet. I think I'm going to love Michael Parsons. But one of the knocks on Michael Parsons in that defense, according to Jerry Jones, is the fact they couldn't stop the run. And when I look at losing Kenny Clark and looking at who we still have, I do have a little bit of concern that this run defense might be taking a step back. And we understand how horrible our run defense was the previous years.
Yeah.
And we understand how hard it was to watch our defense get gashed week after week.
I think you got to put a little more confidence in what Jeff Hafley was able to do in year 1 with a lot of the same talent.
No, I have a lot, but Kenny Clark, I mean, he was hurt last year, but having that presence, his body there is still helpful. So that is one area. If I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about the cornerback room, but more importantly, I want to make sure that we don't take any steps back from having a premier run defense that we had last year. We allowed less than 100 yards per game last season. So if I'm thinking about an area I want us to make sure that we're still consistent at, that is stopping the run, because we play a lot of good running backs as well this year. We're going to have to be able to slow them down on the ground, starting on Sunday against the Lions.
Damn fly!
Yeah, it's taunting us. It really is.
Did I get his that? Get him?
You can't be a great defense. You can't be a championship team if you can't stop the run. Jeff Hafley corrected that last year. I think the players bought in. More importantly, well, maybe not more importantly, equally important was player buy-in and Jeff Hafley's scheme. I think both of those remain. I don't think Micah Parsons is as bad as advertised against the run, and they run fairly deep when it comes to heavy-handed run stoppers on the D-line. So I'm not super concerned about the run defense. I don't think they're going to be amazing at it. I think they're going to be good.
No steps back, though, because we know how awful a run defense can be, and I don't think
it's demoralizing is what it is.
The scheme is different, guys in different positions, but it is something that I am thinking about, and I do have a little bit of concern. But, again, that can be alleviated come Sunday against the Detroit Lions, who have Thunder and Lightning in Montgomery.
Well, they'll be tested right away. And then for me, it is the cornerback room. I think that having Micah Parsons does so incredibly much. I think I would rather have them added a guy like Micah Parsons than add a guy that's like an elite cornerback. I think Micah Parsons does that much. But you're an injury or two.
Of course. I mean, we saw the impact that it had on the Super Bowl win totals.
Sure.
No cornerback is going to change the outlook of a team like an edge rusher can do.
Yeah, you're just a couple of injuries away from a really depleted cornerback room. I know Jason said that on our airwaves a month or so ago.
Believe in Bo.
And even at full strength, they're just okay, the cornerback room. So there are ways that, as an offense, you can scheme against, hey, let's slow down Micah, let's get the ball out quickly, we can beat these cornerbacks. So how can you combat that? I think if those guys are average to good, this defense is going to be really good. But you got to be at least average to good.
Packers are going to force a lot of turnovers again this year.
Yeah.
We got the ball coach.
McKinney and Williams can go a long way in making plays, too, to help those guys out.
Well, they're going to have some strong bodies because of the work they put in, and you can have a strong body, a strong mind, and a strong community by heading over to the Princeton Club in New Berlin. It is a fantastic place. It is a super clean health club with free childcare with the membership. They're open 24/7, and as the weather changes, because it did get a little crispy out there last night, just know they have indoor pools. They have indoor tennis courts now for all the outside activities. You can do it all inside because the club is big and it provides something for everyone. So find your better tomorrow. No goal is too small. Get a tour, join, and you will love the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow. We wrap. No.
One more.
The Brewers
segment.
are on.
We're
just rocking with what we got.
Rolling through.
Rocking with what we got. All of you, KBN Nation, until 5 o'clock. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I don't value that.
You don't value much.
You don't.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
No, that's true.
You guys are coming at me a little too much.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Micah Parsons has been traded to the green and gold.
When you have a defense like that we already know is really good, and then you add a guy like that, NFC Championship games should be very familiar.
I can't believe it, but it's real, and it is spectacular.
We talked about good team knocking on the door. Brian Gutekunst put his foot through the door, knocked it open, put the entire league on notice with this trade.
Stay up to date with the news right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design.
They design, you party.
Hey, it's Jason Wilden. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived, so try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition. And the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and the start of the NFL season is here. We have hit winners and won money in week 0 and week 1, building profit, and you need to go to fatjacksports.com if you're going to be betting this week, whether it's daily fantasy or playing the games against the spread. Go to fatjacksports.com. If you had Clemson, Alabama, Notre Dame, or Texas last week, it's going to be a long year for you. You need to go to fatjacksports.com. We are going to make a ton of money, less than $100 a week for the longer packages. Get signed up today, fatjacksports.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. The Aaron Zard of Wheels is next on the 12th through the 14th of September. You got to check out the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course at Road America. Free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Their concession stands are amazing. The bathrooms are clean, and you can go all around the track and figure out something fun for wherever you are. Young kids, teens, adults, grill out, camp out. You have it all at Road America. Go to roadamerica.com to get your tickets today. We are at Magoo's on the Mound, courtesy of Carbless. Less is more. We'll go to the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776, where Diana McGuanago is on the line. Diana, how are you?
Hey, Dirty D.
I'm doing okay. Hey, Kyle, wouldn't you rather be a sloppy Wallace than a whiny Nelson?
Damn, she just put you in the same category as Jesse.
Put Jesse Nelson on the air. His voice is so annoying.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Dirty D's on a 3-day heater.
She is.
She's on a 3-day heater.
She ain't missed.
Actually, I think Dirty D outside the sports takes right now are hitting harder.
Yeah,
Dirty D.
Ben, don't hang up on me.
Yeah, that's right.
I think she's better at life stuff than sports stuff.
Oh wow! Why you gotta do your girl like that?
Whoa!
Diana, what do you say about that?
Are you guys still there?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Hey, Dirty D.
Okay, I got a question for you.
There we go. Give me sports.
No, this is about the Packers defense. Okay, does Kenny Clark and Rashad Gary, do they play the same position or are they different positions?
Different positions. One's inside, one's outside.
I think she just proved my point.
Both on the D-line, but one's inside, one's outside.
Dirty D, don't ever change, please.
I love me some Dirty D. Yeah, so for anybody listening, when Kenny Clark,
this is like yesterday when Brad was explaining hot potato and tag.
Well, sometimes you gotta explain it. What happens is
Foursquare.
What you'll see with the Green Bay Packers on Sunday, you'll see 4 guys kind of in front of those fat offensive linemen. You'll see 2 on the inside with their hands down, and then you'll see 2 on the outside, hands down, or sometimes standing up. And typically, the guys on the inside are called defensive tackles.
What's on the outside?
Kenny Clark was a defensive tackle.
The guys on the outside were called defensive end.
And together they make up the
defensive line.
There you
Very
go.
good.
For those who don't,
and I think that's a perfect time for the Taos drop.
That's football.
Sorry.
There
That's
you go.
football.
That is
I had the
football.
button off.
shout out to Dirty D.
I love that so much.
Oh, man. Still on a heater. Still on a heater.
She is still on a heater.
Doesn't take anything away.
Sloppy Wallace. That could be like if you ever make it big and you get like a food item.
Oh.
You get the Sloppy Wallace.
Yeah. I think people would order that. I'd order a Sloppy Wallace. Depending on what's on it.
It's gonna be thick. It's gonna be.
Sounds like it's illegal.
gonna make
in
you
49.
slow.
That sounds like it's illegal in 49 states.
A Sloppy Wallace.
Yeah,
That's what that sounds like to me.
I don't like that.
I'll take that on the menu right there. What's that Sloppy Wallace? That looks really good.
Yeah.
That's an off-menu item.
Yeah,
That's
I've
what
never-
that is. That's an off-menu item.
I don't think my father would appreciate Sloppy and Wallace because it was never
man.
Sloppy Wallace. It was Sloppy. But I don't think my father, who I got this last name from, would appreciate that one.
So it'd be Sloppy Kyle.
Yeah, I would rather do that. My dad believes in my last name. He believes in the Wallace last name. He would not be happy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to disrespect Mama and Papa Wallace. They intimidate me a little
Based
bit.
off this conversation, Kyle, do you want to have a boy?
Yes. I want to have a healthy baby, but I want to have a boy. I don't want. I'll take a girl. I'll take a girl.
I'll take a girl.
I'll be blessed and fortunate to have a little
I'll
girl.
if it comes out, I'll begrudgingly grab her.
Such a fast
No,
yes.
I want.
So
to be
my
blessed with a healthy
question,
baby.
and I get it. It's natural. Like a lot of people want to have their boy.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm gonna say next is, so say Sloppy Wallace has 3 girls. You going for a 4th?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a designer baby. We're gonna go to a doctor. We're literally gonna say, get the Y chromosome and make it into a baby.
Can they do that?
Hell yeah! What you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
They have. Matter of fact,
think you'd be the first one.
No, I would not. Matter of fact, you can look it up. In London, they actually just had a.
You see her flying out to London?
No. Listen to this. In London, I think it was London, definitely in Europe, they just had a baby, a fetus, right, who was made of 3 parents. 3 people DNA. Google it.
No.
Google it.
That's not true.
Google it, Brad.
That sounds like fake news.
It ain't fake news. It's real news.
Kyle,
Brad.
you find your articles as blogs.
Designer babies. They got babies where you can figure out what.
So what do I
genes you
Google?
want.
3-parent baby?
3-parent baby Europe. Watch. Now, listen, I don't lie. Brad gonna see it. Come on, Brad.
I'm not sure I want to see it.
Go. What that say? What did it say, Brad?
Read it for the
What
people.
did it say, Brad? What did the BBC say? The British Broadcasting Company. What
The
they say,
Sloppy
Brad?
Kyle?
The headline is.
What's the headline?
Baby born from 3 people's DNA is a UK first.
I told y'all, designer babies, baby.
You think it's 2
men and 1 woman?
Yeah.
That's where my brain went first. Let's go to John in Milwaukee on the Carvelous Talking text line.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, John.
All right, usually I'm Team Kyle Wallace almost all the way, but in this case, I'm kind of wondering if there's any point in Kyle's head that's bouncing around going, you know what, I do sound like kind of a dumbass on this one. But I said with love in my heart, you guys have a great day.
Wait a minute. He didn't hear that. We literally have the BBC.
No, I don't think
that's what he's referring to.
I don't think he's referring to the article. I think he's referring to you at all costs want to have a boy and degrading women by saying you don't want only women. I'm just saying that's how. I'm just saying that's maybe how John took it.
I am pro women. I love women.
I just don't want to have babies of women.
I am an ally of all.
I'm pro women, but I don't want girl babies.
No, I just said I said I would have female babies, but I want somebody to carry on the Wallace last name.
So
a lot of pressure on me.
Can I provide? I've learned a lot from this article.
I love Brad Nerdman.
So this is fascinating. So basically, original mother's egg.
Yep.
People just tuning right now will be shocked. Original mother's egg had unhealthy mitochondria, right? So in order to alleviate that,
what they
took out healthy mitochondria from a donor egg, stick those nuclei right in the unhealthy one to circumvent the mitochondria of the unhealthy one. You pair that with healthy dad, and
you got a designer, baby.
Basically got a super egg.
And I'm gonna have a super egg as well. If I got 3 girls who I'm gonna love, they're gonna be beautiful and so precious. But that 4th one gonna be the super boy. I'm telling you this right now. I'm gonna say, Doc, take all the wives. Take all the wives.
Strip them out.
Strip them out. Take them. Y'all thought I was lying. I ain't lying. I do my research. Designer baby.
This is in his in his algorithm because he's been searching. If I have 3 kids and they're all girls, what do I do?
Why stop there? You're gonna pick eye color. You're gonna pick height.
No,
you're gonna pick.
I'm not. No, actually, you're right, Brad. Don't have no 6'3", 220-pound Wallace around here. Kyle won't be on KBN. Kyle gonna be like LeVar Ball. That's what he gonna be. Best believe that.
Kyle,
based off that
dad.
sloppy knee, you might be close to him.
Based on the way Kyle cheers for his
foot.
sports teams, I would love to see Kyle's dad coaching up his boy, Kyle Jr.
Yeah, I'm usually.
You're supposed to be a super baby. Why did you make that tackle?
I spent all that damn money on that.
We went to the lab. I made you in a lab.
$100,000 wasted.
Oh,
100,000?
Oh, no, hell no. Hell no. As soon as they hit me with the price tag for any designer, baby, I'll probably say, you know what? I'm going to let Laura have this one.
All right. There was a bowl-a-thon on Wilde and Tausch yesterday, and I would like to expand on Gabe Neitzel's bowl-a-thon. Gabe Neitzel of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. He joined Wilde and Tausch, gave his bold prediction. We are going to reveal what it was and make it make sense in our minds for the Green Bay Packers. In 2 minutes, it's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Things are still kind of slow on 43 southbound. We do have a crash at North Avenue off on the right shoulder. And those delays coming in from Hampton all the way down past the accident scene, down through the Marquette and onto the high-rise bridge. On the northbound side, a little bit backed up from Kilbourne all the way up past North Avenue. Westbound 94 backing up from 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. The eastbound side slow from 84th Street to 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, chance for showers, windy with a low of 53. Tomorrow, windy, partly cloudy with a high of 65. Weather's brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Rain or shine, we've got your ride covered with premium washes and free vacuums. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN Live from Magoo's on the Mound, baby.
We are here because of our great friends, Carbless. You can have some Carbless at your local grocer. Less is more. You can get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman with Strophe running the show. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, during the Bold-a-thon on Wilde and Tausch, Gabe Neitzel, he gave the bold prediction that the Packers would have 5 All-Pros this year.
Wow, that's a big number.
Now, Brad, I'm going to toss it to you because you've done some research in the past about Super Bowl teams and how many All-Pros they've been consistently averaging.
Yes.
Hit us.
Yes, I would love to. So, historically, over the last 10 years, Super Bowl teams that either won or were the runner-up in the Super Bowl had, on average, 4 All-Pro players on their team. We're talking about first or second team All-Pro in the AP sports. So you're talking about, like, literally 1 or 2 quarterbacks. I mean, that is how tight this is. But the other thing that was interesting is even though the average is 4, what brought the average down was teams like the Patriots, who had, like, 2 All-Pros, but they had a GOAT quarterback. So I think it was brought down a little bit because teams would have, like, the MVP of quarterback and then little else that were on an All-Pro level. So for me, I do agree with Gabe. And further his point, I'm not saying that they're going to have 5 All-Pros. I'm saying if the Packers are going to be in the Super Bowl, I think they need 5 All-Pro players. Philadelphia had 6 last year. Kansas City had 4. Baltimore had 6. Detroit had 6. You're talking about needing 4, 5, 6 at a minimum to be in this final conversation. So to me, 5 All-Pro players are needed. That was Gabe's Bold-a-thon prediction on Wilde and Tausch yesterday. So my question to you guys is, if we're looking for 5 All-Pros, who are they going to be?
Yeah, and KBN Nation can let us know as well, 800-990-3776, if there is going to be 5 All-Pros on the Green Bay Packers. Who would those 5 players be? Who wants to go first?
See, for me, when I look at it, I think this is definitely in the realm of possibility for the Green Bay Packers because you already know Xavier McKinney, what he's going to give you. Micah Parsons, Josh Jacobs. But then there's a couple that I think are on the cusp of potentially doing that. When you think about Adrian Cooper and what he was able to do last year in limited games that he actually played, he was outstanding. Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC twice, and he only played, I think he played in, 12 games last year, 14 games last year? And then, so I think there's a possibility. But then also on that defense, I believe that Rashawn Gary is going to have a big year. His best season, the best season that he ever had. Rashawn Gary's going to have
Kyle's
double.
List is stupid.
Rashawn Gary's going to, you can call whatever stupid you want. Rashawn Gary's going to have double-digit number of sacks. He's going to be, him getting one-on-ones, some juke moves you were talking about.
He had one-on-ones last year that he didn't win.
There were times where guys, they were still game planning for him. So Rashawn Gary, Zach Tom as well, because I know it's very tough for Zach Tom playing that right tackle position, but I think Zach Tom definitely takes that next step because he is a top 5 right tackle, not just in the NFL, but in the NFL as well. And lastly, Tucker Kraft. This could be a big year for Tuck. Could be a very big year for Tuck.
That's not going to happen.
If the wide receiver.
How many tight ends in the NFC make All-Pro?
Is it 2?
Well, so this is all of the NFL. So there's only 2 in the entire NFL that make it.
Yeah, it's Brock Bowers and Trey McBride.
And it was George Kittle last year. So you're talking about
He can have a George Kittle year.
But Trey McBride.
What George Kittle have, like 1,100 yards last year?
That's a lot.
Well, Tucker Kraft can have a lot. Tucker Kraft is fine. He'll be okay. So those are my guys.
Okay.
Wow. You guys aren't believers. I can't wait to the end of the year. The Green Bay Packers have so many guys that have a chance to be an All-Pro. You're lucky I didn't say Jordan Love.
The list that I have feels like it's pretty achievable.
Rashawn Gary?
Brad,
Brad,
2 members on the same defensive line aren't making All-Pro. I hate to break it to you.
The best defensive line since the 2015 Broncos.
It's Micah Parsons, who's been an All-Pro 3 of his 4 years in the NFL.
Check.
It is Xavier McKinney, obviously, in the back end. Mm-hmm. He will benefit from said Micah Parsons as well after having an All-Pro caliber season last year. I'm going to go with Zach Tom. Mm-hmm. Zach Tom with a big extension.
Zach Tom was 3rd in All-Pro voting last year, just behind Sewell and Johnson, so he's knocking on the door.
I'm going to put, because of Rob Domofsky yesterday and what he's been saying, I'm going to put Brandon McManus on my list.
Ooh. I like that, actually.
That's it?
I like that.
And
it's kind of a workaround, but I like that.
5 All-Pros.
5 All-Pros.
And last but not least, it's Coop Coop.
Coop. Wow, that would be a pretty quick ascension right there.
So what I'm telling myself right now is there is a player on each level of this defense that's all pro, but that's what you need, especially when the way this offense is designed is there's a lot of bodies to get the ball to. It's going to be hard for Josh Jacobs to be all pro because there are some studly running backs out there. Studs.
You probably need 1,700 yards to be all pro, which is crazy. So, okay, so this is interesting because I've got on my 5, you said Xavier McKinney, you said Zach Thomas, and Micah Parsons. I had Elton Jenkins on mine because Goody even said, we move Elton Jenkins on the inside. He's an all-pro level center. So I have Elton Jenkins, and I actually do have
Brad.
Josh Jacobs.
That's a first. I've been doing this a long time. My man's randomly just came up and was watching our broadcast, stuck his hand in our appetizers, and had a nice pretzel and cheese.
He dipped it in the cheese. He doesn't even know what we've done with the cheese. He took it and he dipped it. I thought he was going to grab a koozie, a nice Parmesan.
Hold on. In his defense, all of the snacks are...
Why? Yeah.
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
Yeah, what is your name? Mr. I stole a pretzel. Oh, don't.
Oh, wow. Can't say that.
He may be under the influence of love.
Anyway, that is the first. I was hoping to get a little participation.
I did not listen to a word you said. My eyes were like, wait, did this dude just did this?
Let me go through my account. We agree on McKinney. We agree on Zach Tom. We agree on Micah Parsons. I actually have Elton Jenkins.
That's so hard at center, though.
Elton Jenkins.
First year switching to center all-pro, that's risky.
That's worse than Tucker Craft.
Goody himself said that he thinks he can be an all-pro level center.
Of course he said that because he wanted to move him and not pay him.
Yeah, maybe at 25, 27, I know damn, we think I'm at 30.
After Goody traded for Micah Parsons, it's in Goody I trust. So I'm going to have Elton Jenkins.
Okay.
I actually do have Josh Jacobs. I think he's going to have a huge year. Huge.
I think Strofe, my list is clearly the best.
But what's
I think Brad's is the best so far. Continue, Brad.
That's it. McKinney, Tom, Parsons, Jenkins, and Josh Jacobs.
At least we can be sloppy over here.
Attaboy, Strofe. What I find interesting is that there are 2 others that I didn't like. I'm sorry, Kyle. Rashawn Gary. Come on.
I think Rashawn.
Do you want an opportunity to take that
Just
back?
take that one back.
Just take it back. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. It's a do-over.
We said who could potentially be an all-pro, and I gave you the list of potential people. I gave you the list of X, Parson, Jacobs, Cooper, and then and Tom, but also Jordan Love. Watch out for him.
And
Rashawn Gary and Tucker Craft. Jordan Love's not going to be all-pro.
7 all-pros.
No, watch out. Watch out. Hell. Telling you this right now.
17-0, 7 all-pros.
Cooper and Tucker Craft were said. Those are 2 that I don't recoil at. I'm like, I mean, I could see it. I think there's a world where that happens.
So Rashawn Gary has 12 sacks this year. What are we going to say?
That's not all-pro. You have to be like 15-plus to be all-pro.
Who was all-pro last year?
Trey Hendrickson and
how many did Nick
Myles Garrett. Second team, T.J. Watt, Andrew Van Ginkel, Nick.
Oh, he can't have an Andrew Van Ginkel year?
Andrew Van Ginkel was awesome
he was ridiculous. And the kid, Benito from the Broncos, ridiculous.
He just got extended today.
Yeah. We're talking about Rashawn Gary.
He's never had double-digit sacks.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Had I said something like, Zach Bond is going to be an all-pro linebacker, y'all would have said, what do you mean?
Yeah, but the difference is he was on the Eagles surrounded by a ton of defensive talent. You're asking Rashawn Gary to do something we've never seen just because Micah Parsons on the other side doesn't mean he's going to magically just win one-on-one battles that he couldn't win last year.
I stand by what I said. He has a possibility.
All right. Well.
Van Ginkel had 11.5 sacks.
Wow.
Yeah, he also interception. Like he was a versatile end.
Y'all just don't like Rashawn. Not Rashawn.
No, I like Rashawn, but I mean,
cross him over, Rashawn.
You had Parsons on your list, right?
Of course.
So you think the Packers are going to own the 2 best defensive ends in the NFL?
Hey, we'll see. You're going to have two guys who have double-digit sack numbers
Should
this year.
people take that to the bank, Kyle?
100% you should take that to the bank. And the only bank you should be taking it to is Citizens Bank right here in Wisconsin. And what I love about Citizens Bank is they treat you not like just a customer. They treat you like somebody they truly believe in and somebody that they want to continue to grow with. And at Citizens Bank, right now is a great time to work with them because of the simple fact that they have a lot of great things that they offer. Whether you're trying to build a business, start a family, or you're just trying to get a little bit more peace of mind, Citizens Bank is there for you, and they are local. They're invested in the community, and they are all about helping you move forward, but with the tools that make banking easy, and they take banking personal as well. So if you're looking for a bank that feels more like a partner, I'm telling you, check out citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank. Bank where you belong with Citizens Bank.
I'm in shock with Rashawn Gary, by the way. Like,
I'm in shock by the gentleman who's wonderful here who ate our stuff.
Pretzelgate.
Yeah, and he
just
brought
gave
us some
us
more
another-
pretzels.
Right out the kitchen.
He could have had them pretzels. I think we're done.
He brought you more pretzels?
I think he works here. Selena, does he work here? We'll get to that on this side.
Yeah.
We'll be back, and I'll get to yours at 800-990-3776. If the Packers have 5 All-Pros, who would they be? I have he in his mind because I'm thinking of the man that ate the pretzel. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own. That's what I do.
what she said. Thanks so much, Olte. She pumps and moves on with her life. Take it out, put it in, moves on with her life. Said. Come on, Kyle, keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Things are still kind of slow on 43 southbound. We do have a crash at North Avenue off on the right shoulder. And those delays coming in from Hampton all the way down past the accident scene, down through the Marquette and onto the high-rise bridge. On the northbound side, a little bit backed up from Kilbourne all the way up past North Avenue. Westbound 94 backing up from 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. The eastbound side slow from 84th Street to 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, chance for showers, windy with a low of 53. Tomorrow, windy, partly cloudy with a high of 65. Weather's brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Rain or shine, we've got your ride covered with premium washes and free vacuums. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Catholic Memorial Football hits the gridiron on Friday night.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders are on the road to take on Waukesha North.
Deep pass from Dalton Stanky, and it's complete to Dustin Rose.
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune into the action Thursday night starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
We are just a few days away from kickoff between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions in the season opener at Lambeau Field Sunday afternoon. ESPN NFL Nation reporter Rob Demovsky joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin on Wednesday, certainly singing the praises of rookie wide receiver Matthew Golden.
I don't know that I've ever seen a receiver come in here and be, I don't want to say perfect because obviously everybody makes mistakes, but I'm telling you guys, he hasn't dropped the pass.
That's KBN's Kyle Wallace unable to contain his excitement from Rob Demovsky. Matthew Golden's debut comes Sunday against the Lions. I'm Alex Strofe.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Do you want to bank without the fuss? For easy banking, rely on us. In person, online, or with the Tri-City app. Your banking can be done just like that. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water. Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular. The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman. Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
Should be worn on the fingers
the wrist, the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
What a great... go ahead.
Oh, it is that time of year where I'm watching football, and I'm thinking about the injury report. You want to stay off the injury report of life. You can do that with QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is going to offer you that pain relief and long-term treatment, long-term recovery for those joint pains that you're experiencing. It could be your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back. Wherever it is, QC Kinetics has a solution for you. They are on the cutting edge of cellular treatments, and they're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. If you've been told that surgery and drugs and a long recovery is your only option, I'm here to tell you that's not the case. QC Kinetics utilizes so many different things in their toolkits, things you got to see to believe. When I was at the Greenfield location, I couldn't believe it, and I also can't believe the testimonials that so many people have had. One, in fact, told me something of a miracle working with QC Kinetics. So don't wait any longer. Your best life, your pain-free life, is waiting for you on the other side of your free consultation, on the other side of your phone call to QC Kinetics. Give them a call today at 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474, 414-285-3474.
The texts are coming in on the Carbless Talking text line. As Kyle Wallace proclaimed, as Gabe Neitzel said on the Boldathon on Wilde and Tausch, that if he thinks the Packers are going to have 5 All-Pros.
He thinks they will.
And we believe, based off recent history, that it does take 5 All-Pros to win a Super Bowl. So who would those be for you on the Green Bay Packers? 800-990-3776. Kyle Wallace somehow has...
Of all the options, that's the thing. There's
Micah
options.
Parsons and Rashawn Gary as All-Pros. Ainsley Beads chimes in. Based on Kyle's logic, the Smith brothers would have been All-Pro. Preston and Za'Darius. Not true brothers, but both productive in their own right.
Preston didn't have over 10 sacks, though.
I think he had 9.5, 10.
It's like 2 receivers on the same team being All-Pro. It's just almost impossible to have that level of production.
Ron and the Key chimes in.
Anything is possible!
I love when Kyle uses a sample size of 1 to tell you why it is possible.
I love when you're all wrong also. Preston Smith, 12 sacks in 2019.
That's what I thought.
Oh, Preston had 12 and Za'Darius had how many?
In 2019, he had 13.5.
Man, the Packers, how did we not win the championship? That's crazy.
Because the run defense was horrendous.
That's crazy.
Horrendous. Raheem Mostert ran for 800 yards in the NFC Championship game.
Was he injured at the end of that year or no?
No. They literally had Blake Martinez picking up the trash.
Oh, my gosh.
For as frustrating as it was to watch the Packers get no pass rush all last season, it's 10 times worse to just be gashed whenever teams want to on the run game.
Well,
Being run on is demoralizing.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ken in Oak Creek, 800-990-3776. The floor is yours. Do you have 5 Packers you think that could be potential All-Pros?
Most definitely, but I want to throw a little curveball in everyone's picks that you gave. All are good, but one name that you haven't mentioned, and I think he become a Pro Bowler, McManus, our punter, our field goal kicker. If he kicks,
I had him on my list,
year,
Ken. I had him on my 5.
I didn't hear you say that. But anyway, my others would be
but to your
Cooper.
Specialist level.
to your point, though, it was referenced by Rob Domofsky yesterday, who joined us and said McManus has been unbelievable. In all his years, he's never seen somebody kick like this in camp. So that's why I'm throwing it
I
on
like
there.
this King guy. He's standing on business. I didn't hear you say that.
I didn't hear you say that. What was you doing then, Ken?
He was listening to you talk about Rashawn Gary. Yeah.
So my other four would be Tom, obviously Parsons, McKinney, and my main guy, Edgerrin Cooper.
Yeah, Coop.
Wait. I have like a strong feeling that was my list.
It was your exact list, I'm pretty sure.
Parsons, Tom, McKinney, McManus, and Cooper. Ken! Listen! I said those!
You're not so different.
So put it this way, great minds think alike.
Oh, Ken, I'm so glad to be just like you.
Brust like that.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
If this Packers defense has 3 guys all pro on defense, one at every level,
That means
Jeff.
That means they're a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They're a top 2 seed in the NFC.
Yes.
And Jeff Hafley will no longer be on this team.
Also true.
All jokes aside, that's why the acquisition of Michael Parsons was so huge, right? Not just because of the fact that he's Michael Parsons, but because you know what you have at the safety position. And then Edgerrin Cooper, we feel really good about him. We've seen him make a lot of great plays. We've seen him pop a lot. And so we're thinking, okay, he could be a really good player.
He wasn't just like rookie of the week. He was NFC player of the week twice.
And then now you add in the guy that's a proven guy with Michael Parsons with a defensive line, despite the inconsistencies and despite how much we talked about Rashawn Gary and other guys. Like, they have other guys that can rush the passer, and they're going to have a lot more opportunity. So it just makes that defense much better. And again, Nate Hobbs has not been healthy. But Nate Hobbs, he's not Jair Alexander, but he has been a serviceable cornerback. So when you add in that Javon Bullard, this defense has the potential to be a really good team defense that now has a guy at every single level that can be an all-pro. So that could be a big difference for this team between being, going to a divisional round or going to a Super Bowl.
And more on the Carbless Talk and text line, 800-990-3776. Joe, I appreciate you, but there ain't no way in hell Matthew Golden's going to be an all-pro in his first year.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Micah Parsons, Xavier McKinney, I think you can make arguments for, but Matthew Golden, you just can't. And Zach chimes in with the correct response here. We said this to Kyle in different ways. Tucker Kraft and Rashawn Gary are blasphemous takes.
I don't know about Tucker Kraft. Rashawn Gary certainly
What
is.
do you mean you don't know about Tucker Kraft?
Tucker Kraft could go for 1,100 yards this year. If the receiving room isn't as
but
good.
then you say it, I'm like, geez, I don't think I believe that.
That's a stretch.
That's a lot.
That's coming off of you getting all excited over Luke Musgrave. If Luke Musgrave's that involved, that's going to take away from your boy being Tucker Kraft all-pro.
Yeah, let's say, if you are an all-pro tight end, you are the legitimate, bona fide, no questions asked, main pass catcher on the team.
That is Brock Bowers and Trey McBride for the respective teams who are.
Too much talent. It's not Tuck's fault. It's the fact that Woody did such a good job.
It's a hell of a spin.
It's too many wide receivers.
What a spin.
It's too much talent. It's just they're oozing of talent and potential. It's not your fault, Tuck. It's Goody's fault. Thank you, Goody.
Wow.
Good old pitchers duel going on at American Family Field. You got Freddie Peralta on the mound, who's been absolutely spectacular as of late. And Ranger Suarez for the Phillies, who got a 0-0 game in the top of the fifth. Last inning, both teams were in a little bit of trouble. Unfortunately, the Brewers could not score, but Freddie did get out of it, so we'll keep you updated there. John chimes in with Parsons, Love, Jacob McKinney, and Kraft.
Yeah!
I don't hate Kraft. I just don't think he's going to be the number one pass catcher.
Yeah,
this year.
Not
after Golden.
They're
going to cannibalize one another.
Yeah, it's just going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult with the fact that when you look at the 49ers didn't have a lot of healthy guys. Brock Bowers, they didn't have a lot of good receivers in Las Vegas. Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't play very well. Again, you got to be the number one target. And fortunately for the Green Bay Packers, they don't need their tight end to be the number one target. Though we were talking about that before they drafted Matthew Golden.
Do we agree that Josh Jacobs, outside of the O-line, skill player, most likely to be an all-pro?
I would say so. But
on the offense.
As Ben said, it's just so difficult.
It is.
Last year he was a top 5 back last year, yeah.
It's a running football team. I think it's Josh Jacobs, more so than Jordan Love.
I'd ask the question, if Josh Jacobs is all-pro, did this offense reach its full potential?
Ooh.
I mean,
well, what?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't, because we talked yesterday. This team will only go as far as Jordan Love takes them.
But Jordan Love, just because Josh Jacobs is an All-Pro doesn't mean that Jordan Love didn't have a great season because he's not an All-Pro. Well, there's so many good quarterbacks in the NFL.
But if Josh Jacobs is All-Pro, he's playing at a better level than he did last year.
Saquon Barkley played at an incredible level last year. And look where he got them.
The 2 All-Pro running backs last year were Barkley and Derrick Henry.
And their
quarterbacks had pretty good seasons.
They did. They did.
You
just don't believe in the Packers. That's all. He don't believe. We a couple days away. He ain't a. He's a pity believer, not a Packers
So the guy that actually had the logical take doesn't believe. The guy who
he's an Eagles fan. He picked the Eagles to the Super Bowl. He's an Eagles fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Brad is cooking. That is true.
Crazy of me to think the Eagles are going to be good this year.
That is true. How many teams are going back to back? But all of a sudden the Eagles are going to go back to back.
Oh man, that's
did I have them winning at all? I don't even remember.
I don't think
them
did you
Buffalo.
Get that? Yeah, so you probably have them beat Buffalo.
I said Eagles Buffalo.
So you got the Eagles.
Who's your winner?
The Eagles, obviously. I'm an Eagles fan, guys.
Of
you know,
course.
look at me.
Your shirt's almost
in my green Eagles sweatshirt right now. It's NFL day here.
Don't listen. I'm so happy.
Totally.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Oh, wow. North? Spread Eagle is way north. Way north.
Stop. You're doing the thing where you don't know what you're doing.
No, it is, though.
We don't know where up north is.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got backups along 43 southbound stretching from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River crossing. Northbound is backed up from the Marquette all the way up past North Avenue. Westbound 94 slowing down from 27th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard. And again through the Zoo interchange at Highway 100 starts to slow down again all the way to the county line. Eastbound, got a couple of pockets of heavy traffic, one past Barker and then another one heading through from 84th Street through the Stadium interchange to 35th Street. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, chance of showers, windy with a low of 53. Tomorrow, windy and partly cloudy, a high of 65. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every U. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hello, I'm Will Summers, and this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Badger High School's Matt O'Grady. After falling to Slinger in the WIAA football playoffs last season, O'Grady and the Badgers answered back this season in a big way, defeating the Owls 56-14. O'Grady led the rushing attack for the Badgers with 132 yards on 13 carries and 3 touchdowns. The Badgers would finish the night with 391 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground as a team. O'Grady is currently a senior at Badger High School and is committed to play football for the United States Military Academy at West Point next fall. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Matt O'Grady.
Grand Slams and Walk-Offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Here we go.
Are we ready? We are getting set for a huge day in Slinger Friday, September 5th tomorrow for the 15th annual Coaches vs. Cancer and tailgate at Sippy Yippee. Join us at the tailgate as Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We will be broadcasting live from 2 to 5 in the home. Sippy Hippies bringing out the good stuff. Espresso drinks, flavor-infused Red Bull, fresh lemonades, bakery treats, and their brand new cocktail lounge built from 1971 Volkswagen van. And best of all, it is all for a great cause. So mark your calendar, KBN Nation, for tomorrow, Friday, September 5th, and come hang out and have some fun and help make a difference. Get details and donate at sippyhippie.com. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow for the 15th annual Coaches vs. Cancer game.
He is Kyle Wallace. Had a little battery malfunction in the middle of that.
Well, Homer's not going to be there.
The Homer Hour still may, but Homer won't be.
Oh, I was told that he was.
Yeah, but Homer Hour
is
off, but the show will be there.
Who's hosting tomorrow?
It doesn't just read what it says, damn it.
Well, you know, Homer came in yesterday. Oh, you guys could be in Slinger? Not me. I lost her out. And so I was like, oh, well, I don't want to tell people that Homer's going to be there and false advertise.
The name of the show.
The Homer Hour will be there.
The Homer Hour will be there, too. Yeah.
So you froze for like 3 seconds.
I was trying to self-edit.
What about when KBN?
But you didn't edit. You just skipped it.
I got to ignore this.
What about when KBN goes on remote somewhere, but one of us is out? If I'm out, you don't go.
Yeah, actually, great question, Brad. Why didn't you say Kyle and Nortman will be there tomorrow?
I was
You don't want to tell people Brust will be there?
Going to be gone. I'm sorry. KBN Nation, pat on the back to me. I thought that the Homer Hour wasn't going to be out there anymore tomorrow. But lucky for you all, guess what? The Homer Hour is going to be out in Slinger tomorrow. I'm so excited. Hoot, hoot to the Owls, baby.
Hoot, hoot.
Hoot, hoot to the Owls. Brewers in a tight one right now at American Family Field. Yes, Strofe, it's a journey every day with Kyle Wallace. It's been something from the start of this hour where you had 2 All-Pros on the defensive line from the Green Bay Packers. To
sloppy. He's been sloppy.
Yeah, we found out you were called sloppy in high school.
Yeah,
Sloppy Wallace.
Yeah.
Sloppy Wallace because your knee brace was so damn thick and you couldn't move with any fluid motion.
Why didn't you tighten up
Good
that
play,
knee brace?
Sloppy.
I did what I was told to do. I tightened it up, but it was just so thick. I could have got a smaller one, but I said, no, this is what Doc gave me. I'm using this one.
Man, I tell you what, someone that's so focused on fashion and appearance, and I might have to take back my statement that you set the standard of fashion for KBN.
I'll be honest, in high school, and I didn't really care about fashion. You see me on my off days. You see me on Sundays.
Yeah, you look like trash.
I'm a bum. I don't even shower sometimes when I come in on Sundays. I'm bummy on Sundays, but when we going to be on camera for KBN now, I'm going to look handsome.
Wow.
What's the Milwaukee Bears?
The Milwaukee Bears is the Negro League team from Milwaukee.
Were we supposed to wear NFL gear?
Huh?
We're supposed to wear NFL gear for the office. Any opportunity not to wear Packer stuff?
Excuse me? Where your NFL gear
I'm
at?
wearing Carbless, a sport partner here at Magoo's on the Mound for Carbless.
We are here for Carbless.
And I'm here for Carbless and the Milwaukee Brewers because we're here at Magoo's on the Mound. And guess what?
The Milwaukee Brewers or the Bears?
It's a Milwaukee Brewers shirt. It was a giveaway.
The Brewers gave that away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Kyle's starting to wear more free gear than I've ever worn.
Dude, the Brewers hooked me up with so much stuff.
You guys are a bunch of idiots.
The walking promo.
Your daddy. How about that?
I'm getting sick of all
Your daddy.
What?
Y'all never heard that when somebody makes a joke that you're an idiot and you say your mom or your daddy?
I've never heard
This
of your mama
just
joke
furthers
before,
my
but
point.
Your daddy. Your daddy joke.
I didn't want to be mean to his mom. His mom is wonderful, and I never met his dad. Well, I did meet his dad.
You've met both of my parents.
All right.
I like your mom better. That's what I'm trying to say.
Kyle!
Strofe,
You're in jail!
who do you like?
She was very nice. She gave me a beer. She did.
Who do you like better, Strofe, your mom or your dad?
Wow. That's the right answer, Silence.
Oh, I can answer.
I can. It's my dad.
She held it down.
Brad,
My
choose,
parents are equal. My bad.
Brad's got to choose.
Of course they are.
Brad, you got to choose. Mom or dad?
I won't. I won't choose. I could never choose.
I think
love
that was
them
the
both
universe telling
dearly.
you this is a bad
They'll
idea,
both
given your
sacrifice a
connection
lot.
fell out for about 20 seconds while you answered that question.
No, it was amazing because Kyle said, I love my dad, but it's Mama Wallace all the way. And now I'm trying to force Brad to choose between his parents, which will make Brad so
The
uncomfortable.
fact that you guys have like a choice between parents is wild to me. I could never choose.
Who doesn't have a
choosing
favorite
between
parent?
kids.
Everybody has a favorite.
Brad,
You love
It's like
both
choosing
parents.
between kids.
Mom and dad are.
Oh,
are,
no,
are falling-
We're not doing that.
Falling
No,
off
we
cliff,
don't.
you can only say one.
Mom and Dad, turn off the radio. Turn it
No,
on.
no, Mom-
They're KBN fans. They're probably listening right now.
Yeah.
They're probably shaking their head.
Both of them are falling off the cliff. They're wondering which one Brad's going to grab. You dad.
I'd rather that.
Would you?
That's
Everyone
crazy.
knows they're grabbing one.
No, I'm not.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like everybody has-
Sick individual.
Possibly.
Everybody has a favorite child.
Oh,
I
I
don't
know
think
for
that's
sure.
true.
You
I don't
must-
think
you
that's
must not
true.
be the favorite. Actually, I know Brad's the favorite. I know he's the
I don't know. I think we're both equal.
What?
So wait, who's the favorite? You're so Kyle. Who's the favorite? You and your brother. And the process.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
And I'm like, you know what? Lola the bunny was kind of strapped.
Okay, here's as far as I'm. All I'll be able to say is I get why Bugs was so love drunk over Lola. I get it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app, Micah Parsons has been traded to the green and gold.
When you have a defense like that we already know is really good, and then you add a guy like that, NFC Championship games should be very familiar.
I can't believe it, but it's real, and it is spectacular.
We talked about good team knocking on the door. Brian Gutekunst put his foot through the door, knocked it open, put the entire league on notice with this trade.
Stay up to date with the news right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
Visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties Essential Everyday Apple Juice, 2 for $4. 32 to 64-ounce selected varieties Silk Milk or Creamer, 2 for $7. 6 to 16-count selected varieties Stone Ridge Ice Cream Sandwiches, $3.49. 20 to 24-ounce selected varieties Frigo String Cheese, $6.99.
I am starving.
Oh, no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, wow, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
I'm shopping at Century alone next time.
Enter by November 12th.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. September is here and the kids are back in school. Vacations are winding down. And for a lot of us, that means one thing: time to refocus on the house. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. And to make it even easier, you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So no interest and no pressure. Don't wait for the first freeze to realize your windows aren't cutting it. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. You'll be ahead of the game, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, the Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnatthebog.com.
When it's game day, every detail matters, from the perfect seat on the couch to the perfect spread on the table. And for over 125 years, Coops has been bringing incredible flavor to the table with 14 bold mustard flavors that turn good food great and great food amazing. Whether it's brats, burgers, or even pretzels at halftime, Coops isn't your ordinary mustard. It's extraordinary mustard. So this football season, bring the bold, bring the flavor, bring Coops. Coops Mustard, spreading the love since 1897.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know them here in this big city we're in, but when I go back home, I've got some famous friends. Yeah, I do.
This is Homer. I'm in charge because, why am I in charge?
Well, their connection crapped out of me, Homer, so I'm just trying to piece it together back here.
All right. I'm in charge. Amari Cooper has did he announce right now or 1 hour ago that he's retiring?
Ago, yeah.
Have you made any mention of that?
I can't say we have. Is that the top story of the day for you?
Well, he's 31. And this is just an indication that when you make as much money as the players do, you can retire at any age.
That's true, but guys like Aaron Rodgers want to hang on for 20 years.
Right, but some still do. But I'm saying, guys, there's a certain percentage that's larger than it was. He's not hurt. He just doesn't want to play. Everything's fine. I just don't want to play anymore, and I don't have to because apparently he's already bought the house for his mom. Isn't that what Micah Parsons said?
I believe that is what he said.
That's the strangest comment I've ever heard in my life.
Like, why is that the strangest?
Because he didn't have enough money to buy it for his mom before this contract.
He was a top 10 pick, wasn't he? Or top 15
no,
pick?
he's had millions. He could buy her a city now.
Didn't he just sign with the Raiders like a week ago? 10 days ago?
Yes, yeah.
And now he says that's what's put him over the top to buy his mother a house?
No. I was talking back to Parsons, not Cooper.
Well,
I mean, Parsons said it right when he got his 100 and whatever. He
you
guaranteed.
could buy a much nicer house.
And like he was short of money and he couldn't do it till now? That's the part I didn't get. How many millions had he made before this last contract? I'm gonna buy. I know why I never bought my mom a house because I never made 120 guaranteed 120 million in cash. Like I would have liked to, but I just didn't get that much money. I just want to make sure I had the facts right. No, this is one of the great days of the year because the NFL season starts. There's NFL football. And more people like NFL football than anything else, any other sport. I believe that's accurate to say in this country. What they like in Ireland is nice, but doesn't really matter. In this country, the NFL is number one, and the season starts. Joining us now is the doctor of football, Brian Bulaga. At what age did you retire?
What age did I retire? What was I? 33, I think.
33.
Yeah, 33.
Because of injuries. Right?
Yes.
But
yes.
also because of how much money you made. If you'd been making what they made in the 60s, you would have had to have given a consideration to trying to play, right?
Yeah, I would have tried to push through for a few more.
Yeah.
Push through for a few more. Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Which I think is great. The NFL players have always been the least taken care of, given the risk to their body, that they don't have some sort of lifetime health insurance is just
that's
wrong.
Think the union.
Well,
they do a good job. They do such a good job.
Well, they represent the players. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not blaming if people don't like the president or any political position that's. They got only themselves to blame.
Hey, I can only vote no on the CBA every time it comes about.
Well, as smart as you are, you're just one vote, right?
I know.
Yes.
So I can only if I can play the game, right? I mean, I can only complain if I play the game.
Right, but
right?
you can only complain. But your complaint is not to the owners. Your complaint is to the players.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's like any elected official. The blame is not to that person, but to the people who voted him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Well, the owners are going to do that all the time. Like, right, they're going to do what they're going to do no matter what. They're always going to look to give exactly what they're giving right now. To them, they're very happy with the current situation, right? I mean, they love it. It's fantastic. It's the players, right? I mean, and we've talked about this before.
Give me the money now, and I'll worry about my health care when I'm much older. Yeah.
Correct. And then they get to that point, and they're like, man, we should be getting this. And it's like, yeah, you should have voted that way when you were 25. You should have thought about that when you were 25. But again, you hope leadership looks at that, down the line, as the next CBA approaches. And I feel like it gets like guys talk about that. And again, it's really what this really comes down to. And we talk about this all the time. It's the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks have to do it. The quarterbacks don't need the health care. They have enough money. They can buy 1 million policies over and over and over and over again, right? Like they don't need it.
But the quarterbacks only get so many votes.
But it's them stepping up and pushing for it.
You think that would make a difference?
Yeah, it's them. It's them grandstanding for it. That's really what it is. It's them grandstanding for it and really pleading to the to the masses, right? To the guys, like how important it is that they care about voting for that and making that a priority. And that's what it is. Like,
wow, I never would have thought of that. Did Rodgers ever say, was he ever for it, or did he ever say anything?
He was a big proponent of it. He was a big proponent of post-career care. Yeah. Big proponent of it. But you don't think about it as a player when you're in year 2. Right? Like, and that it's just, and the CBAs run 10 years. Guys don't even make it to the next CBA most of the time. So, like, that's the issue. And that's what the owners love. Guys vote on these things when they're in year 2. They don't even make it to year 6. But hey, thanks for your vote. Move on along. Like, that's the part about it that that the owners always win on. Because then it's the next round of guys come in. 10 years later, new CBA, time to vote. What do you want? Money or what? And it's normally money.
Yeah, I somehow I should probably call Jason. He'd find a way to blame the owners.
Well, listen, they're not looking out for our goodwill. Let's just put it that way. It's not that.
Right. That's not their job. The
No.
people that have to look out for the well-being of the players are the players. And
correct.
I understand you have to think about the older players. I have still not recovered, and it doesn't have to do with football, so it'll be close. Every day I want to start the show with how stupid it is that they use the box in baseball and they don't use it as a rule. I mean, I think umpires are actually now being misused worse than NFL players. And I know you never agree with me. So we make you look bad, but it isn't even the rule. So why do you even show the box when the box isn't the rule? All you're doing is making umpires look bad for no benefit whatsoever.
Did you say you were going to start the show with how many days it's been since Micah Parsons joined the Packers also?
This is not my show.
Okay.
Or Brian Bulaga's show.
So your other rule then just
There's
bleeds into
when
this
I
show.
fill in for another show, I can do whatever the hell I want, however I want, and whenever I want.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Well, clearly you are because you wondered about.
No, but you just said I'm starting every show with this, even though your show doesn't start for 7 minutes.
Because I'm not responsible for anything I say filling in for another show.
I have no gripes with that.
Yeah.
You do whatever the hell you want.
There you go.
Yeah,
You were just curious.
It's true.
Yes, it is Micah Parsons day 8.
Day 8. Yeah. I mean, I was hearing what you're saying. Like, this is, Thursday night of the regular season. I mean,
Yeah, let's go.
It is the most exciting night of
And I'm
the
expecting
year.
the Cowboys to get destroyed, crushed.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Fat Jack tried to help me and go, every game you picked last week, Homer, you were wrong. So that has to do with the point spread. But
I think this is different. I really do. I mean, let's look back at, I'm trying to think of the Super Bowl teams that lost at home on the opener.
Yeah, your memory, I can't. I can't. I just can't.
Not many.
I just think this is like, I don't remember because I can't remember the years, but this is like 2011. I can't remember the last year Packer fans were ever as excited as they are for the season this year. Maybe back to one of the early years with LaFleur when they had Rodgers and they made the NFC Championship game. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm talking about starting the year where.
Yeah. Well, you start the year in a huge game. Right, an enormous game and division game, and you add a perennial All-Pro right before the season starts. So you should be excited.
Here's how excited you determine it. If the Packers lost 30-0 to the Lions, would you be worried about this season? My answer is nope, not unless somebody got hurt. Nope, they can lose 30-0 the first game. I'm still not worried about the season. That might have to be the Discount Liquor Twitter poll question. How badly do the Packers have to lose to the Lions for you to be worried about the season, assuming no injuries?
No injuries to lose.
30-0's too much for you. You can't handle 30-0.
Yeah, 30-0. That's
20,
too much.
20. They could lose by 20. That's probably. I'm guessing. I'm asking because it's for you. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, if they lost by 20, I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't love that. It's tough. But that's like, they lost by 20 in the middle of the season 2 years ago to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would be the start of the season? I guess would be my.
The problem would then be, you lose. It's not just losing by 20 or 30. It's that also then makes you realize how difficult it might be to win the division, meaning that the playoffs become that difficult again. So, if it wasn't Detroit, I would say they could lose 30-0. Because it's the Lions, I will be worried on the season if they lose by 17 or more.
Yes, correct. I think that's good because you lose by 2 touchdowns or more to that opponent.
Correct.
Right? It's that opponent. I think you got. You're worried, right? Because that's, you look at it and you don't know how Minnesota's going to be. I think you have an idea how Chicago's going to be, but that's your main rival in the division is Minnesota or Detroit. That's who you're gunning for. And if that's the the first litmus test is that's the distance between you two. That's not where you want it to be.
Hold on. Is there anything you would like to add to tell people why we're doing the show now? Or they're going, what's wrong? Homer's on with Brian Bulaga. Where's
wrong?
the team?
I would guess that Brust kicked a cord, and then the cord never recovered because they all sounded like robots for about the last 15 minutes.
So you made the executive decision that the show would be better with Homer and Brian Bulaga.
Well, Homer. If it was my executive decision, that executive decision would have been made far beyond 15 minutes ago.
Oh, how long ago would you have made it? Half hour?
I think we got to go.
Half hour?
I think we got to go.
Yeah, the Brian Bulaga Homer Hour with Jason Wilde at the start of the show. I already got my cot ready. I can sleep at the beginning of the show. Next.
Whatever you do, make sure